late. Are live and not late. Not late by 15 seconds. Let's go.
Warning! You are late by $1.
At everyone. Halo 2. The Arbiter.
The Arbiter.
I need to find a way to make it not in Discord. Say, like, are you sure you want to send this notification to 70 people? Are you so sure? They're going to be really angry at you. They're really going to hate you.
Do. I always want to ping people. I'm a bad person.
I'm ontologically evil.
I'm a pervert. Yes, I want to ping 70 people.
That happened kind of recently. Someone in your Discord went and at everyone, but they didn't have perms to do it, but it still shows the like blue at everyone thing and like highlights their message. But I was in the channel, so I was like, oh god, did it work? And I was just already in the channel, so I didn't get it. And then someone replied to them like, nice job, idiot. And I was like, yes, I'm fine. I don't have to change any perms. We're good.
I think we had that like a while ago. We realized that there was like a one of the roles could at everyone, and we didn't realize it until somebody was like trying to talk about a new game they were excited about. So it's like, at everyone, the new Kittens game is out. Fuck.
That's really good too. That's like a thing that everyone realizes at some point, because like it's early Discord, you had to like manually like remove that permission from every role. So we had like we had like a gate, like basically like your key role, and that didn't have it manually removed, so everyone could just add everyone. And it was the exact same thing. It was someone who like wanted to play a game or something, and it was like, hey, add everyone. Is anyone free tonight? And it was like a 9,000 person Discord. We were like, what is happening? What is happening? What is happening?
I love at everyone's in like public servers where there's like more than like, if there's more than 25 people and you're like not there for the at, there's just no chance in hell you're gonna learn what it was about, you know? Like if it's not done in an announcements channel or something, you're fucked, buddy.
They added that feature in like the top, I think left of, or right in Discord, where you have the inbox where it's like it shows you all the most recent mentions, which I like. But they moved it. It used to be an @ symbol, and it would be anyone that ever added you, even if you were at everyone or whatever. It showed that, and you could click on it, and then it would show you all like everything, and that was very, very helpful, because the exact same thing would happen. Or someone would @ you, and then they delete it, and then it'll even show if they're deleted or undeleted, or the other thing, or another thing.
Ooh, a different thing.
Oh, this is fun. It's got a unreads tab. It's every single message in your Wordle thing. I don't know why. There's an unread feature in the inbox on Discord. I'm looking at it right now. There's for you unreads and mentions, and the unreads is just Soren posting a Wordle and saying, got what I needed, got it done, 4 out of 6 connections, got it perfect, no way I was gonna get that purple, lol. And like a whole bunch of other people that are just like talking about their connections and Wordle everything.
Sorry, are you Wordle? Like, why are these people sending you Wordle things?
No,
I'm so confused.
I think it's because it's in a thread that I posted in once, so it's assuming that I want to keep up on everything I've ever said in that thread. But I guess that must be it. It's also, for some reason, getting notifications for your Game Talk channel. And that's it. It's only do I like manually enable Game Talk notifications?
You need to know when people are talking about the thing you don't like.
Games? I'm fine with
games.
I'm fine with games. The other funny thing is the inbox. It's like, here's all your friend requests, and it's like 2 people in the last 4 months. And I'm like, oh yeah, I don't usually send those out.
Here's all your friend requests, and it's like 2 obvious bots trying to get into your DMs.
I let them in. I wanted to hear them out. Guilty or innocent until proven guilty.
I want to hear them out. I want to see what kind of links they give me. What if they leave it to Treasure?
That's literally like, there are people from my high school that I have like talked to before that like have that exact mentality, that like will answer every single phone call, answer every text, respond to any text. They're like, you know, innocent until proven guilty. I don't know if this person's bad. I'll hear them out. And I'm like, okay, well they just send you a whole bunch of like letters and capitalized and uncapitalized letters and numbers like in a string. It's clear it's a bot that's fucking up. They didn't mean to send that to you. And like, well, that's why I ask, what did you mean by that? Or when they message you and they say like, hello, Bob, how's it going? And your name's not Bob. That's what you should correct them and say, sorry, my name's not Bob. Don't do this, folks. This is a very classic scam. Also, tertiary side note, this is something I've seen so fucking frequently. If someone is like if there's like a post or whatever, and there's a whole bunch of like typos in a way that makes sense in typos period, or grammatical errors, or specifically typos that make sense for an English speaker but not for someone that
Yeah.
speaks a different language. So like for instance, if I said like which and which, if I was messing those two up as an English speaker, that makes sense. But if I was a Japanese speaker, that wouldn't make sense. They're two very different words.
That's a good point.
But so the reason why is because I learned about this in college, actually. And that example is not the best example, obviously, because people could, type or say the word which, whatever, text to speech, whatever. I got all of this. I learned about it in college. The reason why a lot of those things have typos on them, or like have concepts that are like very, very like usually it's time based, usually it's financial, usually it's things that you possibly could help out on. There's like an entire thing for like a whole scam wave. But the reason why there's typos in there is because if someone is like looking at it and they skim over the typos, and they ignore them or don't recognize them, that means they're kind of have a more open mind to listening to the other things that you want to hear. Like if you ever have your like
right.
grandparents click on like an email that eventually ends with them
Yeah.
like on a call with someone that's like transferring over their bank account and stuff.
I remember learning about this at like oh my god, it was literally like a high school tech class that was explaining like they make all their emails like especially shitty to like lure in old people specifically. If you do not get it immediately by just looking at it, there is a chance. There's a chance they could get you, and that's what they're gonna take.
It likely means you're very like media illiterate, and that's their baseline. Because if you're media illiterate and I call you and I say, hey, I need you to, there's a problem on your computer, I know about it because I work with Microsoft, I need you to give me access to your entire computer and install this and whatever, you guys hopefully won't do that. Hopefully you guys won't do that because you understand that's not how computers work. But if you're like media illiterate and you don't understand that your bank account's on your computer or whatever, or even if it's just, your computer, you might just say, oh, okay, well, they're trying to help me. They know more about the computer than I do. I'll just kind of defer to them.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if I know how computers work. Yesterday, I turned on my computer and it was just a complete black screen. And it was literally like, it told me like, your exchange counter has turned a number to 1. Would you like to continue counting? And I was like, what? What do you... what?
Hey, buddy, your calculator added 2 numbers together. You want to let that happen or confirm or deny those 2 numbers?
I said no, and then my computer turned on normally. I was like, I was genuinely scared. Like, this was like minutes before stream yesterday. I was like, oh my god, am I gonna have to fucking cancel last minute because my computer is compromised by an idiot virus? What did I even download?
Angry, hey, computer, here. We finally ran out of all the numbers. I don't know.
Literally.
Are you okay with this? Or I don't know how many more numbers you're gonna need on this session, but...
Is this chill? Is that okay?
That actually happened to me. Something similar, entirely black screen with white text on it. That is pre-boot. That is your BIOS that is doing that. If you got the actual like letter for like word for word, you probably could have Googled it.
I probably could have, but I just wanted my computer to turn on, so I was like, no, go away, and then it did.
The same thing happened to me for a while. It ended up being that Windows Update changed some of my RAM settings in my BIOS, and my BIOS wanted my RAM to run at a specific speed, but the Windows settings change bumped my voltage down on my RAM, so the RAM was unstable. So every time I launched, it was like, hey, your computer failed to launch 45 times in a row. Are you good? And initially I was like, no, what the fuck's wrong? And I couldn't figure it out. And eventually I was like, yeah, fine. And I launched it and everything was totally fine. And then whenever I turned my computer off and then back on again, that happened. And after like a week, I figured it out. That was like my first experience with Windows being just like a fucking dog shit operating system. Because there was also a thing.
God, I wish we had options.
Drunkest Wizard was mentioning in their thing too. I forgot what the initial thing was, but I was like, oh yeah, make sure you're doing this for like, Windows on a laptop. After a while, or actually even on desktop too, it has a USB time off feature. Basically, it means that like if even if something's connected in, eventually, if this feature's enabled, it will just like stop regarding that USB port entirely to save electricity or something. I'm not sure, but it's in one of the power settings of Windows. And I was like, make sure you like manually change that back. And they were like, oh yeah, I went in there and manually changed it. And then they went back in and they're like, wait, Windows changed it back to the bad setting even after I went in and manually changed it, which is something Windows will do. Windows updates will go in and just manually like remove things that you added or like wipe things out and put their own thing in there.
It's terrible. Literally, like, every time I have a Windows update, I have to go back into literally every audio setting and reset them all manually. How do you not remember this? How do you not remember what headphones I'm using?
Oh, this is I have disabled every single like audio source on my entire computer. As far as it's aware, it only knows I have a pair of headphones and a microphone and nothing else. Like, it's like all of my monitors are speakers too, but I like fucking like hard disabled all of those. And then occasionally, I got my webcam out to like do like a call with like some of my friends from college. And it was like, oh, new microphone. You want that one, right? You want that? And they're like, why does your microphone sound terrible? And I was like, I don't know, I got a pretty good one. And it was using that microphone. Like the moment it found a different option than the one I've been using only, it took it.
It's like, no Windows. I don't think I want Copilot on my computer. Because you're already so presumptive on like what I want. And you are always wrong.
Did you hear about the whole Windows recall thing?
Oh god, the thing that like takes screenshots of your computer every 5 seconds.
Yeah, they were like, okay, it's gonna be in the next update. And everyone's like, I don't want this shit. And they're like, okay, sorry, we hear you. We're not going to add it in. And then like a month later, they just added it in and didn't say anything. And then they were like, don't worry, we have a thing in there that scrubs through social security numbers, whatever, and it doesn't allow it. And then like people did it like 5 times and it had the social security numbers and everything like 3 out of the 5 times. And they're like, well, that's strange. And they're like, well, you're going to remove it or have an option for it to remove it? They're like, no, not yet. We'll work on that. We'll try to fix that in the next one. Which literally means that if you have that enabled and you don't have like your boot drive encrypted, which most people don't have, like via BitLocker or something, and I like just take your drive, I can just get everything. I can have everything that you have based off of this. I can literally take that recall, that snapshot feature, put it onto like a VM, and just be browsing your computer as you in the past. Granted, all this means I have to have your hard drive, but still, and also if you have like the whole like TeamViewer thing or whatever, right? Say grandpa, let's say you have an old PC or whatever and you give it to grandpa, and it has the Windows recall on or whatever, but you wipe it, and then you give it to grandpa, and then grandpa has a TeamViewer. Well, whoever fucking gets access to his computer, previously yours, can go into recall, take all of your shit off of it, and then exploit that however they want to. It's a very stupid feature. I don't know why they added that.
That was gonna be my, like, next question. Why are they adding this, like, just bad thing? Like, the way I understand it is, like, okay, a screenshot every, like, few seconds or minutes? How often is this stupid thing?
I think it's adjustable, but from what I understand, it is every few minutes, and it's like a system, because they have the system snapshots, which are like restore points, which they're a thing you have to manually enable and manually kick off. And it's like, if you fuck your Windows up, I can create like a hard point on your computer that will just like go back to that point, stick there, and then wait. And then like when you boot it up next time, you do that. Whenever you it's called DDUing. But there's a way, if like for your video drivers, if you ever upgrade your video card specifically across different companies, you should do something called DDU, which basically goes in and manually removes everything for those drivers off of your computer, because the two companies' drivers don't really play well together, and they recommend doing that, a system restore point, I think, or a system backup or whatever, and it just like takes like a snapshot of all your Windows settings and puts it on your hard drive, and then that way if something fucks up on the install, you can grab it and then put it back in and then kind of kick off from there. Hey, Dot. Literally, what purpose does recall serve other than being spyware? The optimist in me wants to say, like, Microsoft wants to be like, oh, well, we like AI. Like, everyone wants AI, so we're going to put AI on every computer, and it's AI enabled, and it's an AI feature. And that's kind of what they're doing with that. And then the other thing that they're doing with that is saying, like, oh, if you fuck up your computer, if your computer breaks, this is in theory, like, it's us enforcing that Windows backup, Windows screenshot thing. However,
I don't
feel
understand the usefulness of, like, you can't back up a computer from screenshots, you know?
well, it's not screenshots; it's full system like things. In theory, from what I understand, at least, in theory, it's like the term screenshots used. It's like an image of your entire operating system at that point. That's why people can
Oh,
go back and like just grab that and then put it on a VM and they have everything that is your computer. That's why it's scary.
oh,
It's not like
that's
every 10 minutes I'm going to take a
worse.
picture of your computer. I'm going to like take like contents of RAM and stuff like that out of your computer. Yeah, snapshot more than screenshot. Yeah, it's like a full system image. Um
Hey, that sucks.
it's really not good. Windows 11 also has a whole bunch of fucking problems with it too. Telemetry things that like need to get kicked off, and there are ways that you can go in and like remove this stuff all like kind of manually, but it's not supported by Windows. It might fuck you up. If you're installing like a fucking an OS, like an edited OS from someone else, that's pretty dangerous because like they could have a backdoor in there. I'm assuming most people don't know how to like look through OS code and like determine what is like telemetry and what is callback and like all of this other stuff. The answer to all of this eventually is just like it's just how life is now. Now you have that. Now that's how life is. And like you can't really do anything about it. You might be able to go and like disable it if you want to put in the time. It probably won't affect most people, but if it affects you, that's bad. Like if someone hacks it and then just steals your social security information and credit card information and literally everything, that's bad. And the unknown juror mentions moving to Linux for your next PC. Linux is like a really it's there are non like code intensive like Linux distros. Linux Mint is pretty like user friendly, I'd say. The problem is like you really can't do every game on Linux. Like if you're trying to be a game and gamer,
Mm-hmm.
many like FPS games have like band support for Linux because it's a really easy way to get hacks into a game is just to like run it in
Mm.
a VM with a Linux box on it. You have a lot more access over everything in Linux. Um, so yeah, yeah. My sentiment is that it's just kind of bad, and sometimes things get worse, and you have to say, I guess it's worse now. And you can do things to fix it being worse for a little bit until those things go away. It's kind of just like a who's the bitch with the rock and the big slope? Pythagoras,
Um,
Bartholomew. What's his fucking name? Pain Boy. What's his
uh,
name?
Sisyphus. So
Sisyphus. Yes,
that's the one.
Sisyphus. Yeah, him. It's that. Computers is that now. Welcome to 2024. This is computers now.
Welcome to Computer City. It's not very good here, and you can go home.
Like, what percentage of Steam games work on Linux? If you look at a Steam game, I think on the Steam shop, and you go to support, I believe it will tell you if it works on Linux. Or something like that, or it might be like on the store page. There's a couple different layers of things that they can do. Vulkan is an API that basically translates like a whole bunch of Linux stuff into other stuff. Well, not it's not Vulkan. I'm thinking of something else actually. There's a different. Oh, is it Wine? It's not Wine. There's like APIs you can do to like run things manually. Linux gives you a whole bunch of more control over your PC, but if you don't know what you're doing, you might just fuck up your PC, or like it might take 75 steps to like open Discord as opposed to what it kind of normally is. Proton, thank you. Proton's what I was thinking of. It is. Ira is correct. It's way better. Um, it's way better than it's been in the past, and they've gotten some official support. And on the same coin, they've also gotten some games that are like, yeah, we're never launching on Linux just because the cheater problem is so bad, it's going to get worse. Um, my mentality with spyware in general, if it's like Microsoft or the government doesn't give a shit about you personally, and like the people, like I don't know, if you have like a run-in with the mob, then yeah, maybe they care about you, but they don't have access to the government or Microsoft stuff. So I don't know. I mean, like, there are alternatives. It's easier just to say it's life's a little bit worse now. I'm gonna keep walking. I'll get a sandwich later. Speaking of food, I'm on miso soup now.
Ooh, you're like the miso soup pig.
I got on Amazon. I got it delivered. I was getting a present for someone, and they were like an extra $2 and or $5 or something, and you can have it delivered the next morning. I was like, oh, perfect. I'll be able to wrap it before I give it to them. And they're like, what do you want? And I was like, I have to spend $5 or whatever. I don't need like toothpaste. Ooh, what's this? Is this dried miso soup paste that I can pour into a little thing and then put hot water on it and I have instant miso soup? Oh my! And it comes with like 4 different flavor packets. Like also I can put in there. So I got it 2 days ago, and I've been sipping on miso soup in the morning, and it gives me superpowers. I feel awesome on miso soup. I feel so great. I'm having spring onion miso soup now, right now.
You are kind of like a spring onion.
Ooh, green.
Green.
Superpowers.
Superpowers. Wait, that's so true.
Also, someone like a half an hour ago said some. Oh, Shillblains3 like an hour ago said computer notification. Do you fuck with this? I liked that. I didn't get the chance to say it, but I like that a lot. Computer notification. You good? You cool? Halo 2? You good?
Halo 2? You gonna get sick? Are you gonna get sick on me?
Okay, before we get into Halo 2, James, how was your day? How have you been in the last week?
I've been getting even better because now I've learned that my sleepy berries were betraying me. So I've been getting better sleep, but I woke up today and I had like dark circles under my eyes still, and it pissed me off.
Oh,
I hate that like
that could be dehydration.
It was not dehydration. I hate that like sleep is just not a thing that is like, oh, you get a bad night's of sleep and then you get a good one and then you're fine forever.
Oh
like,
God, I know. Yeah.
It is just like an uphill battle, getting enough sleep and getting good sleep every single night. Why is this so difficult? It's literally inaction. Fucking do it correctly.
If I have one like 6-hour night of low quality sleep, I need 4 days of 9 hours of sleep to get back to normal. Like
literally.
And I was at a work party on Friday, and I got home at like midnight, and I went and fell asleep. But everyone was drinking a whole bunch of the work party, and so I woke up at like Saturday at like 10 a.m. But I felt terrible, and I was like, oh my God. And then I like went to sleep that night, woke up the next morning, and I felt even worse, even though I got like 7 hours of sleep. Then I got 9 hours of sleep Sunday to Monday, and then Monday to Tuesday I got another 9 hours of sleep. I feel okay now. But like it's been like 4 days I have to recover. I guess I'm just old. I'm old. I guess we're just old now.
I literally don't even think that's like an old thing. I just remember like just fucking hating high school.
That's actually true, yeah.
It's like you waste your entire day, air quotes, learning, and then you get home and you only get to play Minecraft for a measly 7 hours, and then you have to sleep for 5.
Oh, my high school experience, I got like 4 hours of sleep like the entire of high school, like every day, because I would get home. We had to wake up at 5:30, and I would get home on a day I didn't have to lift after school or go to football practice. I get home at like 4 or 5, and then I'd have dinner, and then I'd have like 4 hours of homework, and then if I wanted to, I guess I could go to bed at 10 on those nights. 10 or 11 and have literally no time at all for myself, and the next day I have to do it again. But I would be like, I want to watch the Counter-Strike game on my Twitch. I'd like to watch ESL Counter-Strike. And then it's like midnight, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sleepy. And I wake up at like 5, and then it's the next day, and I'm like, what? I don't even know if I'm so sleepy today. But even if I didn't watch my Counter-Strike, I'd only get 6 hours of sleep. God, and then fucking days with football or with whatever, I would get home. There was one day I left, well, not one day. Every Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Friday for 4 years of the first semester, basically, so fall of high school. Woke up at 5:30, and I got home between 7:30 and 9:30 without having eaten dinner or showered, because I had to like play football and like work out those days. So then I was like, I didn't even have time for CS, and then I had 4 hours of homework. This is the mentality of why I think like high school was like it's like war. Like it's like the worst thing ever. It's so bad.
It literally is. It's just like, I respect teachers so much, and I respect the education system like so little. It's incredibly difficult, like, to be a teacher, you know? But
Absolutely.
the one singular thing that I will like never empathize with is giving a child even a minute of homework, you know? Like in high school, you have like 5 classes a day and each teacher's like, "Okay, yeah, you should be spending 2 hours to 45 minutes to 2 hours of homework and studying every night." It's like I know it's like the fucking popular iFunny featured meme to point that out. It's like, what extra time is there to do all that? But it's like, what? Why do children not get free time? Hell, why do adults not get free time? What the hell? You know?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Like when I was in college, literally every single person in high school was like, college is going to be so much worse, and that's going to be so much harder. It was so much fucking easier because
College was so much better.
I had five classes, 15 hours a week, I guess, is like the average, right? That literally means 15 hours of class a week. And they're like, well, every class has 2 hours, so it's really 60 hours a week. Not of homework, basically. But not really. Like, if you could read a thing in 30 minutes and not 2 hours, that's your homework, then you got enough time. I got 10 hours of sleep almost every single night when I was in college, and I've never, like, felt better or, like, felt overall, like, more locked in on anything. I can do so much
Literally.
stuff. Like, even nowadays, I can get like 10 hours of sleep and I generally do feel better, but that's also like, I understood that was like a baseline. Like at the beginning I felt better because I was comparing it to 5 hours, and then like two years in, I was like, wait, this is just what a normal human feels like. This is what a human feels like to like wake up and go to like have a day. Like I don't even feel like exceptional. I just feel like a human should. And
Yeah.
oh God, the mentality too of like I know a lot of teachers, and it's like they also get 2 hours of sleep too, and then they have to grade 50 things, and like depending, like they also have to deal with fucking 60 children in their class or whatever, and they have to
Yeah.
deal with parents who are also the worst.
And make no mistake, children and parents, they are the worst.
Yes, like a child's gonna bite you. Like if depending on how
Yeah,
old you are,
yeah.
like you have like kind of like a ramping fear of like kindergarten, first, second grade, the kid might bite me. Like high school, like the kid might like punch me or like get in a fight
Yeah.
with me because they're like hormonal and like don't like my vibe or whatever. And they'll also be like just the meanest thing, the meanest people. But then some of them are niceys. Like I'm pretty sure James and I probably would fall into the category of like niceys student who
Oh, yeah.
understood to the parent or to the teacher rather that like, you're not doing this to us. I get that it hurts for you also, but it does suck we have to do this.
I was a little saint. Like the one thing I would do was if I disapproved of a teacher's actions, I gave them a death glare. I
Aww. That's so funny
I
that
just
that you're like, every single student gave their teacher a death glare period no matter what. but you're like, no, don't. I have a little rabbit's
No,
eyes and they
no,
felt
that's
it.
the thing. That's the thing. Everyone else was doing it as a baseline. I was doing my little half smile the entire time, like no matter what. I was like, yay,
Mhm.
yay, we're learning, yay. When they would piss me off, the entire mask drops. I no longer approve of you.
I would just go on my phone. There were so many times in class they would just be like, "You can have your phone out," and I was like, "Oh yeah," and I just wouldn't turn my phone off. I'm just like, I can't do anything right now, man. Like, there's so much like too. Like in college, you also learn your physical limit for how much information you can accumulate in a
Mm-hmm.
day. Like when I was at college, there were nights that I was also working on projects up until 4 a.m. Sorry, there was one I went into work, had a day, went into work on a project at 6 p.m., didn't leave till 6 a.m., and like wandered home through a dark forest because it was the middle of winter, and my apartment was through a forest because I walked onto campus or whatever, and I like fell asleep, and I was like, oh, this was a bad idea because now it's Saturday, and like I did like maybe an hour's worth of good work, and the rest of it I was just like trying to piece through with a brain that was working worse and worse and worse with time. But like in high school, every day was my 6 a.m. wake up day after like going to like not sleeping at all. Like I would be in a class and I would just be like, they're talking about, I understand the concepts they're kind of starting to cover because I remember reading this like a week ago. I'm not getting close to being able to understand or process any of this. I am at my mental limit, and it's like 9 a.m. on a Tuesday, and by the way, I have lunch in 15 minutes. I need to go eat my hamburger and giant glass of milk, and like then be in a coma by noon and be
Yeah.
starving by 2.
Like it, it is just like high school is just unreasonable hours, like for children. Like it is. I genuinely don't. I don't support it. I don't support the concept. I believe that it needs a complete reform. And if I'm being honest, if you want it to take as much time out of the day as it already does, lunch should be a fucking hour long, you know? You need
Yeah.
an actual break in the middle of that.
Like, we also, like, our passing time between classes was, like, 7 minutes or something weird.
I got 5 minutes, and it was like barely enough to like get to the class sometimes, which is that was the other teacherism that like gets dunked on constantly. But like, oh, the bell doesn't dismiss you, I dismiss you, and it's like, okay, what if my class is on the other side of the fucking school? What if my locker doesn't open correctly? You know,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was like it was always like these teachers who just did not understand, except for the fact that they really wanted to show off their authority in the last like 30 seconds of class, and it was always annoying.
One-way hallways from Transfer Boyfriend sounds insane. Though, to
What?
be fair, my hallways, like, the sides went one way, the, like, you know, the right and left side went one way, then there was, like, a middle throng of people moving at a different pace, and then there were people just standing in the middle and talking to each other,
Oh
and I'm like,
god. Yeah.
I have to get to this place in 6 minutes. If I'm late, the teacher hurts me with spears. I don't understand how you're able to talk to anyone. Like, I never, we were assigned lockers in middle school and high school. I never used them once. I never had time to.
Mm.
Like, my middle school locker was, like, 4 fucking miles away from all of my classes, and I'm like, I can't even walk to my class at a normal pace. So I carried all my books in my giant ass book bag, and that's how I got big and strong. It's just a big old book bag with everything.
That was the like we weren't allowed to have bags in class.
What?
And you literally had to put your bag in your locker, take out everything that you needed for like your specific classes, and then go. So like in between classes, you'd have to like run to your locker, put the shit back from your like previous class, take it out for the next class, and then go. And you had to do all of this in 5 minutes. It was literally like
That's
it was
insane.
stupid.
That's insane. That's absolutely insane.
No, it was unreasonable. There's so much shit that was like just oh, and also no running in the halls or else you get in trouble.
The no running thing also never made sense to me, because it's like, then do you want me to be late? I gotta get over there. I don't move that quick.
Literally.
I have to break into a jog at the very least. It's not like I can sprint in the hallways. There's 40,000 people in a hallway built for 10.
Oh my god. And it's like if you speed walk, the fucking hall monitors start eyeing you like, "James, moving a little fast." Like, "No, I need you to never address me again. You are beneath me now."
We never had hall monitors. We just had like teachers that like stood outside their doors to make sure people weren't getting like attacked in the middle of the hallways. Um, I can't get over no bags. My bag, after freshman year, I stopped going to lunch entirely because first of all, I had to eat so much food because I was powerlifting and stuff. That's a me problem. But second of all, I found out very quickly in my life that like if I have like an hour long lunchtime and I eat my lunch food, in about 45 minutes I'm going to be asleep. Because I'm going to be very sleepy and tired after eating all my lunch food. And I'm going to be asleep, and then I won't be able to do anything because I'll be asleep. Because I got, by the way, 2 hours of sleep last night, and I've just had 40,000 yum calories in my little sandwich. Then I had to waddle back to class, and then I'm going to fall asleep. So I started to just, instead of having like big things for food, I would bring like 50 snacks and just constantly be eating in every single class. I was the person that was doing that in every single class. And in 2 classes, they're like, you can't do that anymore. And I was like, okay. So I started sneaking food, and they were like, oh. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to keep doing it. And they're like, okay, well, if no one's got a problem with it. And I remember one girl was like, she's like, it was actually kind of cool, like how much he was eating. I was actually kind of like, it was actually kind of like, I just wanted to like see how much he was bringing out. There was one time where for my AP US history class, it was fucking, we were in hell for APs in my junior year. We had AP literature or language or something right before that, and for that class and for AP US history, for a week straight, we had to write a 5-page essay in 35 minutes in each class, like back to back. Like one class 5-page essay in 35 minutes, next class 5-page essay in 35 minutes to like prepare us for the exam for an entire week. And those were like graded like the majority of our overall grade for the class. It was the most like stressful thing that like any of us had experienced. And before that, they let us go from our other classes like early. So we all got there like 5 minutes early, and my teacher was like, "I'm gonna hand these out right now. Everyone can have like one snack out on the desk." And I brought out like an apple, and then I brought out like a thing of carrots, and then a thing of celery, and then a thing of chips, and then I had my sandwich, and then I had a Gatorade, and then I had my water, and then I had a thing of cookies, and then a thing of peanut butter crackers, and then another thing of peanut butter crackers, and then an old apple, and I put it out on my desk, and people started realizing what I was doing after like a minute, and they were like snickering, and my teacher came over and like looked at me, and he was the most serious guy, and he like looked at my desk, and he's like, "Are you prepared for this?" And I was like, "Yes." He's like, "Are you going to be hungry?" And I was like, "I'm hungry for knowledge." And he's like, "You've got it." And he put it on my desk and walked away. And like throughout all of it, like I put like all of it away afterwards. It was all for the joke. And like the person behind me was like, "I really thought you were gonna eat all of that during it." I didn't. She was like, "It's gonna be like really loud." I would have to assume with everything that was on the thing, but I was like kind of in for it. I wanted to see how much you were gonna eat. Charcuterie board for assholes. Yeah, literally that. Um, yeah, we did you ever do the reverse schedule, like a flipped classroom?
Oh God, what?
Flipped classroom was an interesting concept. It was literally, you do not learn in the class, you learn at home, and then you do like discussion on what you learned in class.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like,
No, we just like do that, but it was more like casual. It wasn't a stated thing. It was just like, oh, read this overnight and then we'll discuss it the next day. That was just sort of like what homework was for us usually.
those were some of the only classes that had like very strict like homework or quiz guidelines. Like I had that for almost all my history classes. And they'd be like, there's like a 45-minute like reading that you have to do before each class. It was every other day classes. And then you also have to take a time and 15-minute quiz. And then at the end of the discussion, there's another time 15-minute quiz in class. So basically every day you had, or like, yeah, every day you had a quiz, and then you had like a homework quiz, then you had like tests, and then you had like basically like written essay projects, stuff like that. That was all for
That
one
sounds like
class.
ass.
We had like 8 classes that were like that. That was even before I got into APs. That was just like honors.
Literally, like,
Oh my god.
my best experience in high school was like getting to like dip for half of the day in my like final 2 years of high school. Like that was like genuinely when I realized like, oh shit, learning can teach you things. Because I went to this fucking tech center instead. My school was part of like a program. Like if you did really good in certain things, you could get into like a nearby like tech school and take like college level hands-on things
Oh
instead of
yeah.
like normal classes, and you'd get like credit for a whole bunch of the normal classes, and you'd basically get a second slightly longer bus ride, which wasted like a solid half hour of the day,
Nice.
which was awesome. And then the hands-on classes were all really cool shit. There were like graphic design courses, there was a printing press course, a bunch of baking courses, like literally. I remember I was part of the film course. I had so much fucking fun. Literally like every week the baking students would make something for like
Aww.
the entire school and then ride it around on their cart. And the film students loved the fucking bake day every week. That like we would literally like go out on air quotes film shoots, and like we would hunt down the route the cart was gonna take.
Aww. That's it sounds like a utopia. That sounds like a gnometopia.
It
That's
was
what I
literally like,
imagine that like Elf World is.
it was genuinely like, oh shit. So like learning should be structured in a completely different way than it is in everything else we do. It was like, it was probably some of the best classes I've ever taken, and it was so much fucking fun. I learned a lot. It's where I learned all my video editing stuff and all that. And I'm trying to think, like, I know Dakota took the coding courses there, but I know those classes were actually hell.
All of my hell classes were like And I found that like any learning that you do that is in service of something else, like for example, if you want to learn cryptography and like coded communication and stuff like that, and you will like eventually need to learn like the basics of discrete math and computer science and other things like those, like other things like that, but learning it with that context makes it so much more palatable because and it's not even like a like when am I going to use this in real life. It's like you can see examples and the synapses in your brain like I think connect more, at least for me, they connect way
Mhm.
more easily. Like a lot of these things are not created, developed, or whatever in a vacuum. They were made to like answer a specific like thing. Like this problem that we're experiencing in this field or whatever has like this problem. How do we solve it? Well, it looks like this fits in this way, and we've learned something about the universe now. But like it's taught the other way. When you go and learn algebra, here are the hard rules of algebra, and like you might be able to intuit some of the stuff, but a lot of it is like kind of root memorization, and then of these like rules that apply. Period, and then you kind of go back from that. AP Comp Sci in high school was the easiest class I ever took. We did binary for like a month and a half. I took normal Comp Sci and it was not easy because we didn't learn any type of theory. They were just like, you have a week, give us a calculator, and we're like, oh, what? I don't know what a programming language is. Like, period. And they're like, yeah, like code a calculator, like do all this like stuff that you would give like probably second year or like late first year like college students, because it was like the first years that they were offering computer science. They had no fucking clue what they were doing. Then when I went to college, my computer science classes, the entry level ones were they were also kind of conceptual, but they were taught in a way that like if you don't have the like mind to understand these things, computer science might not be a good fit for you because you need to have a very specific like mentality when you approach a lot of computer science theory based problems, that if it doesn't like click for you and you can't make it click or like understand it at all, it's going to be very difficult for you. So we had a whole bunch of people like the beginner level like computer science classes in college are like usually either A's or F's. Like you either understand it and can like put the time in and like learn it, or you can't. And if you aren't someone who can intuit a lot of the stuff, you have to put work in to be able to intuit it and like see the patterns and stuff. But there are people that are just like, yeah, it's like any other class. Like I'll just like cheat and get the answers or whatever. And then like year 2 or 3 will come up and they're just like stranded. They have no idea, like because that's when it gets like difficult. They just like they don't know anything at all.
They're just fucked. They live in hell now.
There was a post I saw someone recently on, obviously it was on Reddit, but it was about like this person was like, dude, I'm in a computer science degree and I've just been asking ChatGPT for all my answers, but like we have like a coding thing that's like in person and it's all like on paper and I need to be able to like write out like a whole bunch of like basic coding stuff. Like what do I do? And everyone's like, well, you should have fucking learned computer science. Like I'm that sort of concept is okay if you like if you're going to college or whatever and like I don't know, there's like I don't know, like a math core, like I don't know if you're an English major or whatever and you need to take like math 101 or like some sort of math basic thing. You shouldn't cheat, but like if you cannot understand stuff and your teacher won't help you, using like ChatGPT or whatever to like help explain the answers or like get to certain things so you can kind of work backwards is totally fine. Like using it as an aid is totally fine. You
Also, like, I really, okay. I struggle to fault, like, high schoolers or early college students for using shit like ChatGPT, because how would they know better? You know, it's been marketed as here's the technology that solves fucking everything, to a bunch of children who are literally given no free time and not enough time to solve their stupid homework that
right.
they have no passion in. Like, literally, I did not have the opportunity to ask ChatGPT about my math homework, and quite frankly, it would not have helped me, because that's not really what ChatGPT can do. But, you know, if somebody else treats English the way I treat math, namely that it is a foreign language and I do not understand it, I can't fault them that much for taking the easy, stupid devil answer of ChatGPT, and that sucks really bad because it's just like it's making people less critical. It's making people learn worse, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult because if you are, I have no problem with like AI use in learning. But if you're using it just to like steal the answers for a quiz or whatever, like
Yeah.
then that's a problem. Like if you have interest or need to learn it, like the same mentality kind of goes back to like if you know if your major is computer science and you know you don't want to memorize 30 different like clowns for your theater class and like their names, but you need to like put them in, then okay, fine, have it like whip up you all the names of the different clowns and theater tropes. I'm okay with that, especially if it's root memorization. It's not going to apply to the class even like later or whatever.
Yeah.
But if it's
Or
for
something that's not going to apply to your field. But yeah, you're right. Like, if it is literally for your field, like, if it's what you're trying to do on purpose, don't get the fucking AI to help you.
Well, there's such a thing like high school and college in America. I don't know if it's true other places too. It's all entirely made intentionally for you to go get a job in that field. So some people are like, well, computer science pays a whole bunch of money. I have no interest in doing computer science, but I want to make a whole bunch of money. So I'm going to go to college, get this fancy degree, and then I'll, you know, work it out after that kind of time period. I had kind of a similar mentality when I went to college. I was like, I don't know what I want to do, but like I feel like I'd rather have a computer science degree than like a English or theater or creative writing degree because I could probably do more with it. And then I got to a point where I'm like, oh, holy fuck, this is extremely difficult. Like the things that I'm like having to learn and everything are like very high level, like mental things. You can't like fake your way to like learning that much information. You can fake your way into having confidence, which people can do, but like you're not going to pass a 400 level computer science course if you don't know the basics of coding and stuff like that. Luckily for me, me being a little goody two shoes throughout elementary school, middle school, and high school meant that I legitimately was trying to learn in like every single class that I was in. So when I was like the beginning to like 101 class, I was like, whatever, like I'll pay attention kind of, but this is all easy stuff. And then when the difficult stuff came, I was like, oh fuck, now I have to learn it. Well, at least I know some of the easy stuff. I can recall that from the easier classes with like all the easy tests and stuff like that. Also, I also think Anne Gremlin mentioned that like we got more warned about Wikipedia. These kids are getting warned about AI. It's so weird. I haven't spoken with like, obviously any high schoolers in a while, but like we even had when I was in high school, we had like plagiarism or like generation percentages on like essays we wrote, and they have like generation scores on like things that you write. I had an essay that had a 0% plagiarism rate. I literally wrote it and they were like, none of this has ever been said ever. No one's ever said any of this shit. Like, none of that's possible or whatever. But I had a friend who also wrote theirs and got like a 70% plagiarism rate. But like, they didn't plagiarize anything. They didn't even like paraphrase anything. They just like, it just said that. And there are people like on the same Reddit that are like, yeah, like I wrote this program or whatever. And it got like, we actually had that. It was really big for programming. If I give you like the task, write me a program in this language to do this thing, there are only so many ways you can do that in that language. Imagine it like a word, or it's more like the analog isn't even like a sentence. It's like, James, describe me like a summer night or whatever. You can say, oh, it's like, warm and it's like dark and there's like the sun or whatever. And I might say, oh, it's warm and there's no sun and it's kind of dark. We'll use similar words, but in coding, you have to use the exact same verbiage in the exact same place. And there is a most efficient way to do it. If two people find a way to stumble upon the exact same thing, they're going to produce the exact same result without cheating. And there was literally a professor who like said one of the students that we were working with, he said that she plagiarized all of her work because he didn't believe she knew any of the things she was writing about. And he was just like, yeah, you don't know it. Like, it's clear that you're plagiarizing. So he reported her to the honor council and she's like, I didn't plagiarize any of this. So they gave her like an impromptu quiz and she aced it. And she was like, well, fucking now what? Like, I did everything. Like, you have no proof other than the fact that, like, my code looks similar to other people because we both answered the same fucking problem.
Like, yeah, like, punish the fucking teacher at that point. That is an incredible accusation. Jesus.
Oh, God. That's another a slight step there, but, like, being a computer science professor is, like, there's like, I'm gonna assume 7 in the entire world, because to get to that point you have to have generally a PhD in computer science, and if you can graduate with a computer science degree in 4 years with a bachelor's degree, you can probably go to like San Francisco or New York or Chicago and make 6 figures, like over $100,000 starting. If you're in like one of those
Jesus.
like big tech areas, if you go for another 4 years to get your PhD, which means not only do you have a total of 8 years invested in your money in like going to like whatever and not earning money and having almost no money at all as a result of that, not only have you turned down 4 years of making likely 6 figures wherever you want to go and living some like big lifestyle or whatever, you're also one of the very few people in the world who has a doctorate, and it's in computer science. And to become a doctor, you have learned something new about computer science that no one else figured out yet. And then at that point, they're like, well, do you want to teach a whole bunch of very ungrateful children that are like 18 to 21 years old that are going to show up to your place entirely drunk, just like use AI to like do whatever? And like the answer is that it's very, very like not appealing to almost anyone. So then you get professors that have PhDs in other things and have them teach computer science. That's fine, but they don't know computer science. Like, then you'll have someone that
Right.
asks them a question and they're like, I don't know, I just have this curriculum, I'm just going to teach it, which is better than nothing. But oh my god, that's a reason why a whole bunch of like professors in computer science are kind of just like that. It's just like people that like, yeah, this guy could go make $500,000 because he's a year, because he's had 30 years of experience and a PhD in computer science. He could go to fucking like Microsoft and like invent Recall 4 or whatever in a weekend, but he's gonna work at this company, this school for like 70 grand a year, and that's all we can pay him because the football team took 80 grand and we can't have any more money for teachers. So then, yeah, that's why they're like, well, we can't get rid of him. He's like one of 2 guys. He's the only guy that does this. So it's crazy. College is a very good thing in concept, I think. Teaching is also, I didn't realize this until recently, but like the like is it pedagogy? Is that what the term is for like teaching children? I think it is.
I don't know.
But like that as a science is very like relatively new. People have been like teaching other people things for a while, but like there haven't been a whole bunch of like long-term studies on like effective teaching strategies for like very young children, teenagers, adults, like how everyone else and everything else learns. When I was in high school, almost all of our curriculum was like different than the we covered like the baseline that the state required, but a lot of our teachers were really good teachers because they also like went out and like investigated and read like studies on like, well, it turns out if the classroom is 5 degrees colder, students do an average of like 3% better on tests or whatever, and like if you teach it this way as opposed to this way, if you call on the person in the back, like a whole bunch of like different science studies that are just coming out that like were very emergent and not really experimental, but like people aren't really incentivized to like do all that research. They just kind of do whatever works for everyone else. I think I learned a whole bunch more as a result of that, but I also worked extremely hard like in high school, and I think a lot of people did. It's like it's rough. Yeah.
Yeah.
For anyone also, that's because I also forgot to mention it too. If you generally have trouble sleeping, make sure you turn on like night shift, or there's a website called Just Get Flux, Flux, which tints your screens orange. Turn that shit on 24/7 because it will the blue light does keep you awake. Make sure you are hydrated in general, both in the morning and at night. Make sure you stop eating generally around 4 hours before you go to bed. Though, if you can't make it that work, then stop eating as soon as possible. If you go to bed a little hungry, that's generally okay, because if you're very sleepy, you will feel hungry, even though you might not be hungry. And also, you do want to never eat, not that. Also, you do want to have usually cold water in the morning or some sort of food to start your metabolism, to like kind of start your day in terms of like kicking off your metabolism, getting brain function going, and everything. There is good science on cold showers. You don't have to do it, but the way people do it, by the way, is like they take a normal shower, then at the end you just turn on cold water. That also kind of doesn't kickstart your metabolism. That's not how metabolism works, but it kind of literally shocks you awake. Can I imagine going to bed in which going to bed hungry is a good idea. It is better for sleep quality if you go to bed like peckish. If you're like, oh fuck, I want a snack, but you're not like, oh fuck, I want to go eat like rice or something. Like if you don't want to eat like a boring food, but you're like, but I want like a little yummy berry before bed. That might be the sleepy talking, because when you're sleepy, generally you do like have cravings like this for food also.
I can confirm, as somebody who previously enjoyed the oh so devilish midnight egg, my god, that thing was affecting my sleep, and I knew it, but it was so yummy.
Your body, like, digestion is not a lightweight thing. Like a lot of the processing your body does is nightmare egg. It was nighttime egg. A lot of the processing your body does of food is calorically and like metabolically intensive. And when you are asleep, you want to be as close to dead as possible. You want to be in a cold room with no like stimulation or whatever. You want your brain entirely off, and you want to just like sit still and like let your body repair everything. If it is working on digesting food, then if it's working on digesting food when that happens, then your body is going to get worse quality sleep because your body will be having less time to repair the rest of your body than other stuff. Human body famously only desires good, helpful things. I cannot sleep without stimulation? What?
Yep.
What? It's the opposite of what sleep is. We're sleeping on your side didn't make your shoulders hurt. I'm going to sleep on my side. I usually sleep on my side. My shoulders don't hurt anymore though, but I had to do, it's another thing generally, another hashtag life advice. I'd stretch around and also like getting general muscle mass in general kind of helps you with a whole bunch of different stuff, but laying on your back also can help. Can't sleep without my jerking machine, quiet you. The other thing that is generally like this is good for me, I don't have any science to back this up. When I was in college and I'd get my 10 hours of sleep, I got those 10 hours of sleep because I would only go into bed when I was tired and sleepy. I would be yawning and say, oh, it's bedtime. What time was that? 4 to 5 a.m. It was not, It was not 10 p.m. or like 8 p.m. or whatever. Like I had my entire life set up to the point where I could start to like wake up basically whenever. But when I got done with college and I had to start waking up at 8 a.m. as opposed to going to sleep at 4 or 5 in the morning, for about a week, if you wake up at 7:30, set up like multiple alarms, get out of bed, do all the things, you will feel like shit for a week. You will it's a
life hack. Feel like shit for a week with this one easy schedule.
You will feel probably the worst you felt in a while. You will feel very tired, very sleepy. You will feel very irritable. You will feel also generally pretty hungry. And you probably won't even feel sleepy like early on at night. But after about a week of doing it, you will be unconscious at like 10 p.m. And obviously you can slide the time around to whatever you want to do. But this is like I do this for daylight savings time because losing the hour of sleep fucks me for a month or more. But I start working my time back about 15 minutes to an hour, half an hour, every morning before I wake up, about a week or two ahead, so I'm already on daylight savings time, so I don't get, like, horribly shunted. There's, like, a crazy amount of deaths that happen as a result of daylight savings time. Like, there's, like, a direct correlation to mortality in old people with daylight savings time, as opposed to other times of the year. Just because they're, like, forcing their old-ass bodies to wake up and get 7 hours sleep as opposed to 8 or whatever, and their bodies just fail on them.
Which is like so fucked.
It's so fucked. We need to get rid of daylight savings time. It's so stupid.
Why do we fucking have this thing?
It's so stupid.
Why?
Ultimately though, like my recommendation is only go to sleep, sit in bed, and fall asleep when you are tired. Don't like go to bed at like 10 p.m. and be like, well, guess I'll wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Well, if you go to bed at 4 a.m., usually you might sit in bed unsleepy for a decade and then like feel like shit the next morning. The way to make yourself feel sleepy before going to bed is doing the things I mentioned, like, you know, orange light, not having food before bed, also not usually drinking water about 30 minutes to an hour before bed, because then you might have to wake up in the morning, middle of the night, and go pee.
Don't speak to the devil.
Don't speak to the devil. Don't smoke a big leaf. Don't eat other things. Doing all that stuff will help. And having a good sleep quality also improves your life in like impossible ways. Like you will again will feel like a little devil. Um, blue light plus noise plus carb meal plus drugs plus L plus ratio. Me when I
It's
went.
working. I can feel it working.
Yeah, never think about Weg. Let Weg out the room.
Let Weg in.
You're not
If
supposed
you're
to
cold, she's cold.
give her your leaks. Give her your bones. Give her everything.
Give her anything.
Forfeit
we don't know
all-
what she wants. Give her anything.
Forfeit all mortal possessions to the Weg.
It's also like there's also just going to be like quirks to sleeping. I've realized it's just like every human is built different, and for as much as like people can do research, for as much as it like works on like 100 people, there'll always be that 101st freak that shit is alien to, you know? And I've got good news for you, chat. For several thousand things on this earth, you are that 101st
You're not
freak.
Listen to general advice that helps overall people. Do it for a while, and then if it doesn't work for you, stop doing it. But
Yeah.
don't not like do things that are overall healthy for your body just because you're like, it probably won't work. Like,
No. That's not what I was saying. I definitely did sound like that. But no, it's also a case of like you just gotta listen to this advice, but you gotta give it the time it needs, and you also gotta like listen to your body. Like genuinely 100% for real, I'm not a fucking morning person, you know? That's just never been me. I prefer to stay up late and wake up late. That's just like how my circadian rhythm works.
yeah.
I am trying my damnedest to adjust to a morning schedule. It is not working, obviously, because it will never work. So I would really appreciate it if my boss could just pay me to stay home.
Well, this is the damnable problem we find ourselves in as well. Is if you want to get 10 hours sleep or whatever, you got to go to bed at 10 p.m. Which means you have to be like done with everything by 9, which means you have to be in bed by 9:30 and like showered or whatever. And like I'm not doing that. So I like will need to like if I need to wake up at 9, then I have to be in bed by 1. I can probably do that. But then you have to give up on a happy day today. You have to like leave that voice call with your friends at midnight and then like sacrifice today for a better tomorrow and like kind of keep it up.
And it's like, oh yeah, I gotta sacrifice my fun time at night for work the next morning.
Literally, that's what it is. You are sacrificing it for money. Like you are like, hey guys, sorry, I have to go because I need to make money. Like that is like such a bad concept too. That's why I liked college so much, because there was so much freedom to the point where yeah, I can like leave and then I'll like do the rest of the work like when I'm awake or when I'm like around. Like I don't know, like 5 to 7 also is such a weird time for me. Usually like 7 to 8 I do stuff and then like I go to sleep and then I wake up the next morning. But there's always always a chunk where I'm kind of like not doing stuff. Also, Meltacromian says this advice is good for someone whose body works normally. The reason why I mention it is because my body does not work normally. I'm a genetic freak and I'm not normal. I'm sort of like a preternatural strange thing. Everything that I mention always helps like me do this. It's always stuff that I've started to do as well, and it has made me feel better or made like me and other people I've recommended it to like generally do better. It just sucks at the beginning to do this stuff. Like all change is bad because change kind of blows, especially if it is change that like makes life worse. But it might be helpful. You kind of have to take the risk. And also, like James said, it's the same thing with dieting. If anyone ever like wants to diet, which I don't generally, the mentality is true of any sort of lifestyle change. You have to do whatever it is that works for you. Like if there is like, if the answer to life is that like you need to be on your phone until you fall asleep and fall asleep with it in your hand, mathematically, physically, you are likely probably getting lower quality sleep. But if that's getting you 6 hours of sleep and not 4 hours of sleep, then it's better than getting 4 hours of sleep. It's just like, give it a try at some point of doing it without it. Spend not just a day, but spend a long period of time, repeat things, and you'll probably see improvements.
Like, at least I know for me right now, I'm the proud owner of 5 ear surgeries, right? So my ears don't shut the fuck up when I'm laying in bed at night, so I need a little white noise machine to help me. And so that's not like complete silence or whatever, but it's also like the device shuts off after like an hour or so, and by then I'm already asleep. So like it helps me get to sleep, but it's not fucking noising at me all night.
Generally, white noise is okay, especially if you live in like a city or other places with like strange things, because it's predictable noise and your brain can kind of just grow numb to it. And if you live in like a city where like someone's occasionally like honking their horn and stuff, that's unpredictable noise, and your brain will freak out about it, even if you become accustomed to like living in a city. But having a loud or like repeatable, like knowledgeable white noise machine that's around you, your brain will also begin to associate that with bedtime, and it will,
Mm-hmm.
in some cases, start producing the sleepy chemical and make you sleep big.
It's like a homegrown sleepy berry.
It is. Sleepy berries that Jay mentioned is also melatonin. Melatonin is good, but do not
But not
use.
too much of it.
I generally would only say melatonin is a thing that you should take. You should not take it regularly. From what I've read, take it like if you are doing that whole like I want to wake up at 7 a.m. for the next like week or whatever, taking it then at 10 p.m. in that first week before you go to sleep or whatever, or if you're like I need to be up tomorrow at like 4 a.m. for a flight and I need to get sleep tonight but I'm not sleepy, then taking it, that's good. But it is generally better overall to like wean yourself off and to do other things like that, because your body also does produce melatonin, and you will wake up in the morning like Jamie has before, like after doing a good sleep and felt exhausted because your body didn't have time to work through all the melatonin. And it also like long-term depend, it's not like an addictive thing, it won't like fully fuck you up, it's not like doing like heroin.
I'm gonna die.
But like if you do it long term, it can kind of mess with you. Um, but it's better to get 8 hours sleep on melatonin than it is getting 4 hours sleep because you can't sleep otherwise. It's just you can also pull a Jamie and start weaning yourself off! Exclamation mark wean.
Exclamation mark ween. I just didn't take any last night.
Ooh, wait, you just didn't wean?
I just didn't wean, and I felt like way better this morning, but I still had like the dark circles under my eyes because it's like literally like my sleep was so much better last night, but I did like wake up a few times, which was
That's
not great sleep.
do you want to know the reason why that happened?
It's because I didn't wean.
It's because you didn't wean.
It's because I
Melatonin
didn't wean.
is basically like a sleepiness chemical in your brain. Your brain cycles through producing it and not producing it while you sleep. And so if you take a whole bunch of it, it will be like online the whole time you're sleeping. What you're supposed to do is take it, and then it's supposed to be a little bit that gets you to sleep, and then your body kind of naturally regulates itself. If your body, for a long time, if you've been on it, your body won't be producing it as much as it is normally, so you'll be a lighter sleeper, and you will wake up more. Especially if you generally don't exercise that much, or things along those lines, that like your body is sending the signals out, like I need to do a lot more repairing in my sleep than normal. Or if you have caffeine or do everything else like too close to bedtime. That
Yeah,
can.
that's the trick. I like literally I think the final piece of this puzzle is just like I have a fucking treadmill. I've been meaning to go on the goddamn treadmill again because I always sleep so well on days that I run on the treadmill, you
Mhm.
know? Like that would be perfect if I could just like exhaust myself in the afternoon. The problem is I'm so annoyed with my job when I get home from work. I'm like, "Oh my God, I don't want to run on the treadmill for 15 minutes to an hour. I want
Yeah.
to go play computer. I'm so mad right
I
now."
literally, one of the reasons why I like playing Yu-Gi-Oh is because I can do it while I've been doing a 5K for 5 days a week, which is like unheard of if I did that like however long ago. Because there were points in my time I couldn't run a mile or like a lap on a track, and I've like started to like force myself to become more like active. Um, every time I do it, I say I'm just gonna get on there. I'm just gonna start walking. And then after about a minute or two of walking, I'm like, this is stupid. I'm gonna sprint. I'm so good at sprinting. I can do it. And then I'll start sprinting, and after like 10 minutes, I'm like, oh, I gotta start walking again. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna get off. This is too bad. My body's gonna fail. And then I'll start walking for a little bit. And I'm like, it's just walking. And then I'll start sprinting again. I'll go in that cycle, and then eventually I'll get off whenever I'm like, this is enough. But that treadmill, I have that little walking pad thing. It's so nice. And like what Hot Sauce Bear said, having a little game, having a little video you can watch, doing things that take your mind off of exercise, make exercise so much more palatable. Which is why sports are so badass, except for the fact that like 90% of them kill you, and the other like 80% of them require $40,000 of gear, and you have to drive 65 miles, or you have to do it only at Tuesday at 4:35 p.m. when the rest of the people playing your soccer league can show up, and you can do it for an hour a week, and that's it. There needs to be a sport you can do at home alone in a room, and you can enjoy. Maybe that's what VR. Maybe that's why people are getting so big into VR.
My friend, they call that jerking off.
I was gonna say jerking off. They call that a different type of sword play. Sex? I said alone.
You can have sex alone now, actually.
Oh, new VR. New VR headset. Yep. New VR headset fucks you.
That's so beautiful.
Oh no, sex with you alone.
Oh no. What? They added single player?
Esports sex edition. That is pretty good. That's
Dude, they added PvE to sex.
They're gonna environment? Do you see that mountain? You can fuck it.
Here's how Todd Howard saved gaming.
I think competitive sex would ruin sex. I'm very much a casual sex enjoyer. Don't we like to have fun? Are you in my Halo 2 lobby? Hashtag Halo 2?
I don't think it's open. I think you have to open your heart.
I don't know.
What? What do you mean you don't know what?
I can invite to game. There we go.
Yeah, that's the one.
Isn't competitive sex like the porn award shows or whatever? Yeah, maybe.
I'm not a gooner. I wouldn't know about that.
I don't know about that either. Did you get invited?
Yep, I'm in.
Halo 2. Campaigns. Halo 2.
All right, so I know exactly where we are in the game of Halo 2.
Okay.
Or as we like to call it, the game of life.
Yep.
If we finish 2 missions tonight, we are on track to have the finale have its own stream.
I don't know if we're going to finish 2 missions tonight.
I mean, we didn't really get stuck as hard as we did, like, on the Prophet of Regret at all last night. It was literally just the first room, and the rest of the night was smooth sailing, except for the part where we were on the gravity lift and we had to figure out the brute puzzle.
Well, I also forgot to mention, because I didn't mention it yet,
Okay.
but I won't be streaming the next 2 Tuesdays. One is going to be Christmas Eve, the other one I'm going to be out. But a final stream also does work, though, too. I didn't say that right.
Oh, you were saying we should try to finish the entire game tonight.
No. I'm saying if we just do 1 mission, then we can have a mission, and then we can do another mission. Or...
Oh, wait, that's so good.
Or we can do 2 missions, and then have the finale stream right when everyone's forgot about the missions.
I'm completely fine with doing 1 mission, because then I won't feel so bad about dying 8 times in a row, which I will do. You're welcome.
Okay, 1 mission then. 1 mission, and then in January we'll do another mission, and then 2 Halo 2 streams. I filled over, idiot. 2 Halo 2 streams in January, and then that's the end of Halo.
Plus, that gives us more time to podcast.
A gubble bug is over here.
Hey, watch out for that gubble bug. That's called a brute.
Oh my god, they can tank more than a hit from an energy sword?
Yeah, you gotta watch out for that.
I don't like that.
That's a gubble bug.
I'm gonna hit 4 to go invisible in Halo 2.
I'm gonna hit 4 to go invisible in Halo 2.
Not yet. Not yet, you little gubble bug.
I just wanted to feel included.
I just wanted to feel invincible. This guy saw me when I was invisible! Halo 2!
Watch out! Oh. He's Halo 2 angry.
Did you get Halo 2'd?
Oh, I got Halo 2'd.
Oh, I landed on his head. I bumbled him.
Oh, Mario. Mario Halo 2.
Oop, fell off the map.
Oh, Mario.
Why does it spawn you? Where if you hold up and you fall off the map instantly? Whee! Wait, look at that over there. Do you see that?
Oh yeah, there's a little hole. If we had a grenade, I bet we could grenade jump to it.
I get a plasma grenade. Can you grenade jump in this game?
Yeah, it's Halo 2.
I don't know enough.
Quick, learn.
I got one Halo 2. But give me a second for my 4 to recharge. And then I'm gonna go with the other ones. Oh, don't look around.
I walked around, boo. Nice. Yay!
Well, this game is easy with an energy sword and being invisible. Oh, there's 2 more.
This game is... Oh, watch out for them.
I decided to
I don't
leave.
even know where they are.
They're over here. That guy has a stupid red flag on his head. That means,
he's stupid.
That means he's an honor guard.
That means he's a brute captain, actually, but good guess.
This that happened in like ancient China, where they like didn't have enough like resources to kill everyone, so they're like, well, we're only gonna kill their like captain, and they found out who the captain was by the guy who everyone ran to and saluted at. I feel like if I was like John Master Chief, I would always just kill the guys with the red flags.
Or the beautiful gold armor in the case of the Covenant.
Oh, this is Half Maw. No, that's
What? You've discovered Half Maw?
No, that's just a guy. It's Elite
Oh,
1.
you've discovered just a sort of normal guy.
I thought it was Half Maw, but it's Elite 1.
Aww. Good guess. He is purple, which is different.
That's Full Maw. Correct. Good point, Chillblains. Ah, grunts. Oh, they're my friends. Oh, these guys
I
aren't.
don't think those grunts like you very much due to how much you shot them in the face.
They dodged it. That was that's what they had to do.
They had to dodge it?
Oh, I died. He punched
Oh,
me.
watch out for that.
Dude, epic prank on your friends. Ah! Brrr.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I would not like that prank if you did that.
Wait, can you take this guy's energy sword?
Hmm?
Come back here. Come back here, little guy.
You already have a sword.
No, you take it.
I don't want it.
Oh, okay.
I have dual red plasma rifles.
I still just feel like using the energy sword's the best thing to do.
I think so too, but I like having my 2 plasma rifles.
Nothing can go wrong with 2 plasma rifles.
Look at how little things are going wrong. Oh no.
Things didn't go right enough. Okay, I'll try 2 plasma rifles. Oh wow, his wrists are fucked up.
Well, yeah, he's a scary elite.
Who? The Covenant?
The Covenant, yeah, you're playing as the Arbiter.
Oh, I thought I was playing as Half Maw.
No, you have been the Arbiter this whole time.
No, I've been Halo 2. Or not Halo 2, John Master Chief. Forgot Halo 2's name.
Nope. You've been Sanity Plays Games this entire time.
And that's been James 70. Thank you all for coming out so much. Oop.
Woo!
Can I jump up here?
Not without a grenade jump.
Maybe if I jump on this thing? Whee! Ooh, I think I'm close. Whee! Yep. Ha-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ha-ba-da-da-ba-da-da-ba. Ha-ba-da-ba-ba. You got shot a lot.
Warning, you're a Halo 2 hero.
I did my Halo song.
Warning! Warning!
Do not tell me your phone's in Dander right now.
Do you want to know how badly the Halo franchise has been fumbled lately? Nice.
I died. I'd love to.
Apparently there was a Helldiver style Halo game in the works, but it was canceled.
Why?
Because the people making Halo didn't have good ideas.
That's like literally what you want from life.
That's like quite literally, like that would have just sold like, hey, what is a gangbuster and why do things sell like them?
I don't know. I, for some reason, initially thought gangbusters was a type of soup, but I don't think that's right. That thing sold
if it was
like
a type of soup, I would like that.
that thing sold like gangbusters.
That
Why-
thing sold like gangbusters.
Why did it sell like gangbusters?
Maybe they didn't want. Maybe it's like a Ghostbusters, but they didn't. Maybe that's why the movie is called Ghostbusters, because they had something called gangbusters that people liked because they busted gangs.
And they were really gangbusters are those guys who will ship in the desert for TV. No, that's Goobo. Oh, whoa, oh, fuck. That's a different guys. That's actually guys. You're right. I forgot the guys.
That's That's Adam and Jamie.
That's Adam and Eve.
That's Adam and Eve, and they busted the garden.
What did that dude said that like Ghostbusters was just like two ambiguously gay guys blowing things up or whatever recently in an interview, and it's like
Yep,
what?
that was the Ghostbusters.
Isn't one of them like super conservative, the Walrus?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure he is. Gangbusters is a genre of smut video. I don't think that's right. Also, I can't ever think of the phrase smut without thinking of people that are like, ooh, this is a spicy fic that I'm reading on the train today. I'm reading my own smut on the train today.
I wrote my own smut about me.
James sent me a video that's like Trethandriel, your like elven roommate, and it's like you can do the dishes, man. And he's like, when the fallen moon is more pregnant with the summer's lust and heavy in the air, then my desoiling efforts shall be recoupled. And it's like, next month? No, you're not do it now. What? Its origin is a radio show about cops? Well, apparently then Gangbusters should be like, it's so like Gangbusters should be like, oh, it would have done really well in 1930. That's what it should mean now.
That's what it means now. Yup. Dude, you just defeated a baby beetle.
I like you crouched.
Yep, big crowd.
Dude, that dipshit ran over to me. Come on, man. Only.
What a fucking idiot.
Oh, there's another guy over here. Let's gangbust him.
Okay, if we have to. Oh, dude, watch out. He's trying to, like, brute punch you. Oh, fuck.
Stupid.
Stupid.
I'm starting to think this is a pretty good way to do war. Like, why are we giving all of our soldiers, like, one rifle that, like, does pretty good? Can we give every single person, like, 4 chain guns? Sorry.
I literally agree. The only thing that could make the Master Chief better is if he had 2 little arms that also held guns.
Grievous!
You know?
You're Grievousing again!
Wait, I am Grievousing again! Fuck! That's just cause... Listen, you can't blame me because Grievous is just the best there was.
He might have been the best who ever did it. I'll give you that.
My boy Grievous got done dirty in that 3D show. He looked so badass, but then every single time he showed up on stream,
Yep.
whatever, an 11-year-old kicked the shit out of him.
That's why, like, they had that problem with, like, everything with Star Wars initially when they were doing, like, all the animated series. It's like, well, Darth Vader is the biggest badass. We're gonna have him show up and, oh, well, I don't want him interacting with any of our characters because they're weak.
Because they're, yeah.
So Darth Vader shows up and watches as the good guys get away. Never mind the fact he does... Oh, someone imploded me.
A perilous ploder. Literally, if I had a fucking... Give me the reins to... Oh, damn, that single jackal literally ate you.
I know, dude. You need the reins to, like, a whole bunch of sci-fi things.
Seriously, I do... Me, as your average nerd, I would do so much better at writing this.
My favorite...
What were they thinking?
My favorite thing is whenever I see people that are, like, punching up this last Star Walker script, and it's like, everything they're saying is, like, within the canon of the, like, Star Wars movies, and I'm like, no, those movies are fucking bad because they're bad. You don't need, like, in-canon reasons to explain why characters did the things they did. They shouldn't do those things, and they should do other things, and they shouldn't be this fucking stupid. Make better scripts. Don't fix the ones that are bad. You can't fix them well enough.
Yes! You cannot save him.
Literally. There's another fucking little goo-boo boy. I nailed him in the bag. I gave him back shots.
That's like my thing for like the whole like what's it called? People just have like a million complaints about Star Wars, and it's like I do too, but everyone else has like really weird fucking complaints, you know?
Well, I've been on my YouTube Shorts. I've been getting a whole bunch of videos of like the guys who made the Ahsoka show, and they're like, "Well, you know, we got to have a Star Wars battle," and I'm like, "No, you don't. You don't need to have like, lightsaber battles." What they made, I'm like, "You don't need to have a lightsaber battle in every fucking Star Wars. Like,
You don't need to do the same thing every single time. It's fine.
Stop.
You can come up with a new thing.
do other things. Do other things than the one thing. I swear to God, people will be okay with it. Stop shooting him. He's a friend.
I didn't.
I like the fact that I get a rocket launcher for free. This is socialism, huh?
It is. They made Star Wars woke? I sure hope they did.
It'd be an improvement.
It's literally like...
Why did it give you a platform to jump on if it kills me when I jump on it?
Dude, 4 birds just bit you. They straight up pecked you until gone, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if I could handle being a bird. I feel like I'm used to being very resilient at this point in my life, and if I... Like, I would try to, like, face tank, like, a badger and just, like, get killed by a badger.
Dude, I would make an excellent harpy.
A harpy?
Yes.
No, harpies have, like,
swoop
wicked
down.
claws and attack in melee range. You would die from that.
Yeah, I know, but they have brittle bird bones, so they have to do rapid scratch attacks.
Oh, you do like scratching, I have to presume.
I do. Watch out, I got bit.
I also got bit. He also emoted after he killed me.
Ooh, was it like a cool emote?
He went...
Yay!
Is everyone...
I was literally like, I need to watch more of the bad Star Wars TV shows that everyone complains about, because one thing I've literally noticed was like my dad was like, complaining about this new one that came out, right? Oh, he bit you.
He sucked me over.
Oh, and then the other one got me. There's this like new Star Wars show out called Skeleton Crew, and it's the one that's supposed to be like
Rick and Morty?
No. Good guess though. And it's the one that's supposed to be sort of like J.J. Abrams E.T.-esque, where a bunch of children find a thing and go on a big adventure, you know?
Sounds terrible.
And like, yeah, on paper, sounds terrible. But, here's the thing. When Star Wars is made for children,
I don't know how
which I would argue is its intended audience and doesn't pretend to be anything else,
well,
it's not terrible.
Star Wars at its core is a hero's journey, which is like a lot
Star Wars
of...
at its core is a cool space adventure for babies.
A lot of,
People
like,
forget this.
hero's journey-ass things are for children because they're usually very, like, black and white. The good guy wins, the bad guy loses. And when you... I agree that when you deviate from that, it becomes less Star Wars because there's less the good guy wins and the bad guy loses. And, like... I mean, the hero's journey is pretty good. There's a reason why it's been with us since Enkidu and Gilgamesh.
The thing is, like, it's not even, like, the hero's journey. I'm talking, like, tone and actual, like, character writing, you know? Writing children is not easy. Star Wars Skeleton Crew, I'm gonna be honest, kinda nails the sort of, like, children clambering over each other to get access to the laser blaster feeling, you know, of a bunch of kids playing with toys. It's kind of a genuinely, like, endearing show that is clearly marketed at, like, a younger audience, and I think that's fine, you know? My hot take here is that I think that's fine. I don't know what the internet's take on Skeleton Crew is, because, like, there's only 3 episodes out, so I don't know if we're getting mad at something yet or not.
I'm sure they're like, it fucking sucks because Obi-Wan Kenobi isn't there with his twin sabers.
That's literally, I was about to connect the dots to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Thank you for building a beautiful bridge for me to complain myself over. The Obi-Wan show sucked ass, and part of that was because it marketed itself as a serious character study of Obi-Wan Kenobi. But also, here's Princess Leia as a baby in it, and she's gonna have her own baby adventure in the middle of the show. And it's like, you opened with like a full episode of Obi-Wan pretending to be sad in the desert.
I remember watching a review of that, even though I'm not gonna fucking watch it. Hold on, let me get this guy down here with you.
Okay. Obi-Wan show is just ass.
But I remember being like one of Leia's like things from like the original movie where she's like cloaking technology. Only a smart person would think of that, and like baby Leia thinks of that, and it's like, what? Why? That's like a one-off thing she said 40 years in the future. Why is she saying that right now?
You gotta understand, if Star Wars isn't self-referential, how will you know it's Star Wars? You might get confused and think you're watching Battlestar Galactica or Star Trek.
That's literally why I hate almost anything that's self-referential. Like, even, like, the cute little things. It's so stupid. I'm like, I would so much prefer to watch a good thing than a Star Wars thing. Even if the Star Wars thing is good, it's probably good because it's not a Star Wars thing. It's probably like a good thing in the Star Wars universe.
You are literally correct, because Andor is the good Star Wars show, and it is good because it is just a really good, like, show written in the Star Wars universe, you know? It is not constantly trying to jerk the viewer off by, like, showing you iconic things. Most of the shit in Andor is, like, original, like, robot designs and dropship designs. Hell, they don't even, like, really use stormtroopers in that show. It's wonderful.
Then that's, like, the reason fanfiction is huge because it lets writers operate in a world that they didn't have to build. That's people forget the reason why, like, not even the reason why, but like the things you can do with sequels and other like in-universe things is that you don't have to set up world building for a whole bunch of stuff. Like, the world exists, but like for Andor or whatever, you can still have these characters that exist within this world. Like, you don't have to describe another like fucking lightsaber. It's a thing everyone knows already. If it shows up, they're not going to be surprised. But they're not watching. Well, smart people shouldn't be watching Star Wars just to see a new lightsaber. They should be trying to watch a good show to watch something that's good to watch. Like, I don't know if that's the studio is like, oh, they're only watching it because it's Star Wars. 'Cause it's like, no, Star Wars also would have been great without the lightsaber. Like, the reason the original Star Wars was good was because it was like a kind of like compelling like world building thing where they're also like, they never fucking just like explained what like R2 was a astromech droid that did like this, and like we understand that C-3PO is a protocol droid only because they said it like a thing because they were trying to buy him. Like, everything that was described pretty efficiently. Like, we don't need to. We've been here before.
The power of Star Wars and Andor is that they can just put Mon Mothma in a bad marriage. Hey, you know what? Genuinely, here's something about Star Wars Andor, right? That show made me give a shit about the Star Wars character Mon Mothma, who, when I say out loud, I'm picturing a fucking Chewbacca. I'm picturing Admiral Akbar, but no. She's a white woman, and she's fine. She has a compelling arc in the show.
The Mon Mothma spin-off series. She's a white woman, and she's fine.
And she's fine. No, it's like, it is literally just a case of, like, I genuinely forgot Mon Mothma was a fucking pre-established Star Wars character, because the show was so good, it didn't just, like, swing her inclusion around as if that was the fucking content, you know, like every other show does. Like, oh, I have to get excited now. Look, Ahsoka is on The Mandalorian. Grebo is on Bobo. Dude, Libby just appeared on Gub Gub.
I remember Douglas. I remember Douglas from the 3rd episode. Douglas is here. Like,
Douglas Pigsley is here to save the day.
Like, it's fine if Douglas is... Ooh, this is the Halo laser.
Oh.
It's fine if Douglas is here. I'm okay if Douglas is here, but to your point,
but Douglas has to be a well-written character in the show. Yeah.
Are those enemies? Oh, then why did they give me cutscene things? It took away my UI. Why would they do that if they were enemies?
The Halo prank.
Oh god, I forgot that was a big buoy.
Hey, what's the grenade button again?
F.
F. Oh, right, because of respect.
Mm-hmm.
And look in the background, it's the Hat of Gleam from that one episode. That's like, genuinely, it's like, I love in sci-fi, like, properties and shit when there's like a collector character, because it's like, okay, you can
Jerk
do
off
all
here.
your jerk-off
Yeah.
material in this one scene and then get it over with, you know? I don't have to, like, waste the entire movie or TV show waiting for your next cameo.
I also think a whole bunch of that, like, people that, like, jerk off over the things, they're not excited to see Captain America's shield because they just love seeing the shield. They're excited because it means Captain America might show up at some point, and they like Captain America as a character or whatever. Yeah. Like, I don't give a shit about seeing a lightsaber in Star Wars because, like, a couple characters use lightsabers in Star Wars, sure. But, like, I don't, like, it'd be cool if they were like, oh, it's Yoda's lightsaber, and we stole it from him. Oh, he might show up later. If I give a shit about Yoda, then I'd be like, damn, badass, cool. There could be a Yoda in this one. But, oh god, he's what? I thought it was you, but you were really red. Oops, fucked up. Oops, fucked up.
That dude went giggle mode on you. Oh, you fucked up.
In Rogue One, a voice on the speaker says General Syndulla once. Epic! Like, that's also, to talk about Arcane. It's also a thing they do. That's also the thing they do in Arcane, where like Arcane is a show that is made so much worse by the fact it's from an existing property and that property is a video game, because there's like one of the characters, one of the creatures has a weapon, and it's like, oh, it's his weapon or whatever. Like it kind of makes sense he's got that, and then after a little bit, it like does other shit, and they're like, oh, now it's his weapon from the show, and I'm like, well, why? Why did he do that? It feels like it made it worse when he did that. Why did he do that? Like, why is that like a big thing now? Like, I feel like there's not much of like a lore reason that this happens, or if there is, I don't give a shit. But like, they're doing it to the video game. Well, I don't care. I don't care too much about the video game. Though, then the exact opposite happens of like, can you fuck off, little fucker?
Fucker.
Oh, fucker. The exact opposite happens then. If you're like a Plibby and Bibbo fan, and you heard there's a new Plibby and Bibbo TV show, and they never mention Bibby. It's only Plibbo. And then you're like, well, what the fuck? But then in season 2, they're like, and now Blibbo's here! And you're like, well, if you know Plibbo and Blibby, then you're like, oh, fuck yeah, Blibbies and Bibbos are here! But if you only know them from the show, you're like, well, why the fuck is Blibbo doing here? Are they woke? I don't know what this character is. He's stupid. That's
What the hell?
the problem with like any of these TV shows. It's the problem with like why you're why Arcane is inherently not. Dude, you heroically dove in front of that shot meant for other characters.
I'm a hero.
Have you been saluted today?
Not yet. I could go for a salute.
Did anyone watch Fallout? I did. It wasn't good. It was fine.
I did. It was fine.
It was fine, and then like it felt like they were planned for like 12 episodes, and then in episode 8 they were like, oh fuck, 4 episodes! Also it's ending! Fuck!
Yeah, it does really feel like that. Literally like on the hierarchy of like video game TV shows. Oh fuck. What was the Oh my god, another video game property came up. Borderlands, but that wasn't a TV show.
No, that was that was a dog shit movie.
Yeah, on the hierarchy of, like, video game adaptions to, like, TV shows and shit, I think it's, like, the hierarchy goes Borderlands at the bottom, Halo show above that, Fallout show, and then I think that Arcane is, like, sort of the objectively best.
I would say Arcane is much better than Fallout. The thing with Fallout 2 is that, like, the first couple episodes were, like, pretty fun. I legitimately, it just feels like they put 10 like I was watching episode 8, the last episode of the first season, and halfway through it I'm like, fuck, like how much longer is in this episode? And I'm like, oh, like 30 more, like 10 more minutes? It doesn't look like they're gonna be able to wrap this episode that quick. Wait, this is the last episode in the season? This is the last thing they're doing, and it's ending now? What the fuck? They're making another Borderlands. Takes off my cowboy hat and runs a finger through my dusty hair. Why did you, the hat keeps the dust off your hair? Why did you rub your head in
dusty? Now you're a dusty puppy.
Why did you do that before you put your hat on? I feel like you didn't understand what the point of the hat was.
Not a good hat. Oh.
It's just a brim.
Literally, like, they showed off like a Borderlands trailer at the like latest Game Awards, and like, okay, I don't know if anybody else got the vibe, but it felt like they made the trailer in, like, a rush because of how bad the fucking movie was, and they wanted to reassure people that, like, hey, don't worry, we are still making Borderlands games. Yes, the parts that you like are gonna be included.
Did you die?
I don't.
The Dodent.
The Dodent. It looked kind of sucks, almost certainly. Yeah, like the environments and stuff, like when they were showing off the actual game, looked like as finished as they would be at this point in development.
Oh,
but,
Halo 2 Scarab.
Not what that is.
Oh.
I am going to get donated.
Halo 2 Bunker
Meow.
Buster.
Um,
I'm doing pretty well here.
You are. Unfortunately, that Halo 2 scarab that you bumped into, the physics made it so that I did not get to bump into it, and it made me Halo 2 fall over. But I'm not Halo 2 dead yet.
I'm just gonna keep oh, I died.
Yeah, you just keep going. Oh, why did that happen?
Oh, all the way back here, huh? Alright.
Yep, go ahead and do it all again.
Dude, you bump into a wall and lost shield. Whee!
Dude, you bumped into a wall and lost dope.
Oh, I need to chill here for a second and regain my shields. My Halo 2 Doden shields. Now I'm gone.
Protect you from Doden.
I'm gonna get out of this, Doden. Oh shit, it's the Scarab. Oh,
Dude, watch out.
wait, I think there's a pig. I got sniped.
Oh, did a pig get you?
I think a pig got me.
Oh.
The,
Watch out, grunts.
Oh, there were enemies. Oh, I ran into a bomb, I think. The, again, the problem with every, like...
I got him.
Dude, there was an ant! Watch out, there was an ant! Oh, there is pigs. There's pigs up top. Oh my god, fucking got me.
Spectre.
I think that's a Spectre? That is correct, Ann Gremlin. That is the Spectre.
The Spectre only appears in Halo 2. It is the Covenant equivalent of the Warthog, except for the Brute Prowler, which appears in Halo 3.
That's pretty cool. I've never seen that before. Now I know more.
I've been killed by a pig.
I didn't get pilled this time, pig.
I didn't get pilled.
The only thing they should be doing with what's it called? Like remaking TV shows or remaking video games as like other types of media, they should only do it with ones that are good. In 2024 that are good. Like they shouldn't make a Call of Duty show because Call of Duty's campaign has never been good. They shouldn't make a Borderlands show because Borderlands in 2024 is not very good in comparison to other video games.
What is a video game property you would adapt right now? Because I would argue that Minecraft is good right now, and they are making a really
Minecraft doesn't have
Minecraft
lore
movie.
though. Like Minecraft's lore is like there's an Ender Dragon. That's it. Like it
You
needs
don't
to.
have to adapt the lore
No,
to make
you
a
do.
video
That's
game
what I'm
movie.
saying. Is you need to make like a video game that tells a good story into a movie for people who aren't going to play the video game or who aren't interested. That's what they need to be doing. Not like taking just popular things that don't have lore and trying to fuck lore into it. Because
that's a good point.
like that's the problem with Borderlands is that like the story's not great, but it's a fun game. And like if you like the same with Minecraft, like the lore for Minecraft, maybe there's deep lore that I understand since things have changed, but the only thing I understand is that when you kill the Ender Dragon, it's like, dude, you fucked up. Dude, I fucked up.
Beatles.
Sudoku, Infinity Nikki. What is Infinity Nikki? One of my friends was playing that. Seems like
I
an anime
genuinely-
game.
Every single time I see that, I just think of like those phone ads that are just like the girl with the huge ass shooting like the sniper rifle with recoil that makes her entire fucking model jiggle.
I don't think that's it. I think it's like a Toho game.
I think it is, but that's all I can think of.
You're thinking of Nikke, not Nikki. I see. It's a different game. Okay, it's a gotcha fashion game. Yeah, they should do a Genshin Impact movie. A gotcha. You have to buy 50 fucking seats to the TV to the screening. If you are lucky, you get to watch the movie.
Man, I was just about to say, like, what is a video game with like an actually like good story?
Hold on,
like,
don't push in there yet. I'm gonna get.
I'm not.
I'm gonna get in this one. I think we might want to. I'm gonna get out also and just try sniping.
Oh, that's a good idea. But like, literally, like, what is a air quotes
Outer
good video
Outer
game?
Worlds, Outer Wilds. What's the good one that you liked?
Outer Worlds, Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds would make for a very poor adaptation because it is like a puzzle discovery game.
Oh, then never mind.
That
I thought it had good
that would
lore.
be fucking fascinating as an
Voices of
idea
the
for,
Void.
like, Voices of the Void would also sort of.
It's like a horror
that's-
like discovery game.
that would be good, but like that's sort of shifting into the genre of like, oh, that's just like horror at that point. And I really feel like if you are adapting a video game, your bottom line people, your executives want you to make this as marketable to everyone as possible. Like, look at Borderlands. Borderlands is like pretty violent, pretty bloody, and I'm pretty sure the movie literally didn't have blood in it.
But Borderlands, the show is not... Borderlands, the game, is not very, like, violent and bloody. It's like...
No, it is.
It's
like comically...
Yeah, it's like
gory,
edgy.
it's still
I got
gory.
sniped by a pig.
Oh, a pig got you. Warning, a pig got you.
Oh, good, all the way back here. Good. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, all good.
Outer Worlds sucked bad, yet I did finish it twice for some reason. Well, then it grips you somehow.
And yet you are grisped. Curious.
Curious. And yet you are grisped. Yeah, Drunkest Wizard puts it in a good point. The problem is most games are a unique experience because you play them and you can't adapt that well to a non-interactive medium. And that's like...
Well,
that's like literally my problem with shit like the Halo show is like,
hold on, wait, don't
you
push.
shouldn't have tried to adapt like the Master Chief story, air quotes. You should have made a unique story in the Halo universe. You know, you should have pulled an Andor for Halo.
They should have done that
way better.
if like the lore, if the storylines of the campaigns of Halo 1 through 5 was legitimately better than a book. Like better than like adapting
literally.
like some really good book that's out there or something. If that is the case...
Again, these are video games, so that's never going to be the case.
Well, from what I understand, The Last of Us or whatever, it's similar. Like, it has that, like, it's a video game, and it's also very good, like, book-wise. Like, it has a very good story.
I will say, that one is a special case, because The Last of Us was, like, specifically designed to be what The Last of Us is, you know? Like, Halo, you can't take a new Halo game and say, oh, this one's story is really good now, you know? Its campaign is always going to be, like, a Halo campaign. You can make it worse by having worse writers who don't know what they're doing.
But that's why I'm saying that you shouldn't make a Halo movie. You should make...
No, you absolutely
you should make a Soma movie. Like...
What?
Because...
Like, yes, okay, it's Soma, yes, that's another good one, but, like, no, here's
the reason why is because...
You can absolutely make a Halo adaptation if you're not terrible at writing, because some of these properties have large, expansive universes that you can tell more than one type of story in,
But
you know?
here's the problem with
Halo
that.
Universe,
here's the problem with the Halo universe. You go.
No, you go. I was done mine.
No, I cut you off. And then I made
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, now I have to recall. Hold on. Let me look at the water so I can recall. Oh,
I got killed by a pig.
So the benefit you get from making a Halo movie is one of two things. It is either A, you are starting from the beginning, the lore of Halo 1, because the Halo games like lead you into the lore of Halo through the... I got headshot, I don't really know how. But they lead you into the lore of it.
There's a pig to the right.
There's a pig to the right?
Yeah, there's a pig to the right. Like, we can just
Close
barely
right?
not see him. No, like,
Got him.
literally right there, yeah. You're here now.
But if you adapt something that is in the Halo universe and still... but not like the first thing, like Halo 1 storyline, then you still get the problem of like you are not operating in a known universe. You like the viewer does not understand where you are, so you have to do the difficult work of world building. Whereas my argument is that like if you are adapting a video game or something, that video game is probably very good because it also does the difficult part of world building for you. And so like if you still have to world build, why aren't you just like doing like a better like thing, like do like a better like book or some other form of media that is already very good at world building?
Genuinely, what you are describing
How did I die?
You floated.
I don't know how I fell over.
What you were describing is Zack Snyder's fucking oh my god.
Star Trek Into Darkness?
No, Zack Snyder's fucking Rebel Moon. Rebel Moon is literally the world building of like mostly Warhammer with a little bit more Dune in it, and it is dog shit. But it is a dog shit movie.
That's what I'm saying though, is that
it is dog shit movies.
But would Rebel Moon make for a great book?
I don't think so.
Then it shouldn't have been made into a movie. That's my sentiment.
but like what you are saying is just sort of like anti-adaption in general.
I think
here's the thing. I agree
I dead again
like,
from guys behind us to our left, so I think I know where
That's
they are
fine.
now. But I got angry. I got angry because they killed me.
I get mad.
I'm not actually
No,
mad.
like
or anything,
literally, you fell over.
my sentiment is you can totally make a like. You can totally make a good Halo movie, and it's like whatever. But like in the Halo universe or whatever, people that are Halo fans are gonna love it. The thing is, then you are writing a good book. You are writing a good screenplay that also happens to be in the Halo universe. Like,
Yeah.
but so that's totally like fine. It's a thing you can do. And what I think adaptations have as a benefit to other things is that you don't have to do the world building. If it's a thing that everyone knows, or if it's a thing that not everyone knows, like most video games, then you should adapt the first one of them, because that does the world building for you. Otherwise, you have to do the world building, and the benefits that you get from adaptations is having the world building, the difficult part, IMHO, already done for you. I fell over.
I am not following on this whole world building argument. Even if a world is air quotes established, you still have to like do world building to like keep people like up to date with how this like world functions, or else you just get the MCU.
What do you mean? Well, I'm talking about like
okay,
an adaptation is one movie. You are making one movie from a thing. That's what I'm talking about.
Right. But
the first movie in a new franchise.
Okay, what franchise exists right now that has no world building done in its movie? It is one movie, no world building. What? Name one example.
Any example has a good storyline, a good like written story to go with it. Like there
Which
was
means
no.
It has world building. You have
Right.
to give me an actual name a movie.
No,
Name
that's
what you're talking
That's
about.
what I'm saying. Anything that is a good movie has good world building. Anything
Yes.
that is a good game has good. Anything that's a good game that has a good story has good
Yes.
world building. If you are
Right.
adapting something from
Right.
an existing game and you are not using the good world building that is from that game, you then have to create good world building for that game, which seems like a moot point because the game's already done it for you. That's why, because
Right, that's so you would be adapting like that type of scene to a different medium. Like,
what do you mean scene?
okay, so let's say here I'll use an example that the Halo show fumbled, right? In order to explain the Covenant, right, and explain like the actual threat level of the Covenant, what you should do in a adaptation is you should show the Covenant glassing a planet, like they do in like Halo Reach and a whole bunch of other like Halo properties, right? The Halo TV show fails to do this until season 2 because they were bad at writing and bad at setting up the Covenant,
Mm-hmm.
But they still did use a scene where the power of the Covenant is established via a scene that is pretty iconic to the games, like the glassing of a planet. You went away. And not only is the planet being glassed, it is also a character moment, because the Spartan characters are actively attempting to evacuate civilians and having a conversation during this scene in Season 2. Which was better than Season 1, but not, it still wasn't good. There were good parts of it. My point is, that was an adaptation, but it also managed to be like a unique type of scene that was well written and, you know what, new to the Halo franchise. We've never seen like a evacuation going on like that at that moment.
Right, that is difficult work to do to improve upon the story of a thing that's already been created. What did they do in Halo 1? What to establish the same thing that scene tried to establish? How did it differ from that, and how much more difficult was it for them to do that, as opposed to just adapting from video game to movie or to TV show or whatever it was they did in the video game? Do you see what I'm saying by that?
No, I don't. You sound like
Okay.
Like, you sound like an
Lost
alien.
Soul and North Straight, so that's the part James isn't following because you aren't making any sense, Sanity. And then no sanity is wrong.
Oh, wait.
No, they're agreeing with you. So, okay, hold on. Hands off the Halo
Lost Soul
2.
and Straight is saying we're both wrong somehow.
Hands off the Halo 2. Neither of you understand anything about anything. Okay, you're wrong.
I'm literally
I understand.
explaining. Oh my god, Lost Stolen or Strayed. I don't think you know what we're even talking about.
Oh, there's a
let's
fucking
argue with
boat
this chat
here.
member.
There's a boat here.
Watch out for the boat.
No, I understand what James is saying. I am trying to make a different point that I'm not doing well
Okay.
at. I exploded because of the boat.
Okay, that's fine. You can go ahead and do that.
I can try to rephrase my argument again, and it is very simple. Dude, you pulled over. My sentiment is very simple, and it's that if you are trying to adapt a video game that has a good story already, you should not do a like extended universe like series in that thing. You should just adapt the good story, because the good story adaptation probably did a whole bunch of very good things, like setting up the world, which is difficult for a whole bunch of like places to get right. Like,
Okay, that is true. I agree with you on that point. I think the issue here is you keep saying like the world building is like difficult. I don't like just get a good writer. Even the Halo TV show did like world building like elements, and it was dog shit.
but that's
you
what I'm
know?
saying, is that there are no good writers. No one fucking knows what they're doing when they're writing for any movie ever, and almost all movies are terrible. Like,
Oh right, I forgot about that.
if the video game is already good and did a difficult thing in my eyes, which is world building already, you should use the difficult work they already did and adapt that, as opposed to making
actually,
the Halo
hold
show
on.
not being the plot of Halo 1.
What do you mean by world building?
Wrong, not true. This is an opinion! Poor people can't yell wrong at me!
No. What do you mean? Like, I'm asking for clarification for like what you're talking about. Sanity, have you seen Flubber? Fuck!
I have seen Flubber.
Checkmate! What are you talking about when you say world building?
Oh god, hold on, they're nuking my ass. World building is setting the establishing the scene and like letting us understand what is going on in the world, what the limits are of the world. Let me think of a movie that did bad world building. I mean, No Country for Old Men is the most recent thing I watched recently. Like, chat, give me names of movies that I don't like. I can tell you why they're bad. A lack of runtime is a major issue in any movie. No, name a movie. Name any for $1. Name a movie. Oh, fuck! I'm out of ammo in this.
There's like several guns over here. Come get.
Okay, the shotgun's not
No,
good
not
enough.
like that.
Everything Everywhere All at Once. Everything Everywhere All at Once's world building was done well in... Okay, give me an adaptation that I don't... Like, name adaptations. I might have seen one.
Okay. Borderlands.
I haven't seen Borderlands. I've only seen reviews of Borderlands. I don't know...
Okay. From everything you're saying, it does sound like we are talking about the same world building. So I guess I understand your point about, like, if there is already a good... Come on!
You need to understand, like, the limitations of the world, what the world is, and, like, have a consistent sense for the world. Like,
Yeah,
Halo,
okay,
it's very clear...
We are arguing over the same definition of world building, which is good because we understand what we're talking about, and bad because I still think you're alien from Mars.
I think good world building is hard to do, and you should reuse the shit that works.
That is true.
As opposed to making some schmuck who hasn't fucking watched Halo try to make a good Halo.
I believe that is true. I agree with that. I also think that world building is an unsung craft, and also like
It's
not
very...
as impossible as like.
I think it's very important.
I think it's very important.
I think without very good world building, it's hard for me to buy in. Maybe this is just a me thing. I don't like things. Maybe it's just me.
You don't like things.
You should watch the film Angel's Egg on 1x speed. I'm not going to do that. Also, everyone... Bones movie, Minecraft movie, Peanuts movie... No, these movies haven't come out yet. You can't say a good example of this
Sonic
is...
movie.
I haven't seen the Sonic movie. What are other adaptations of movies? There certainly has to be some. I could just pause and go look on Netflix, but it doesn't matter the actual movie. What matters is like, oh, fucking dies. What's a bad? Did you ever watch the Aragon movie?
No.
Okay.
Wait, yes.
That happened like 65,000 years ago. something that the Aragon movie does to like cut time in the movie is they have the dragon just fly up into the air and then get struck by lightning and fly back down, and now she's a full-grown dragon. That is an example of inconsistent world building, because why does that happen? Like, why is that a thing that's happening? I don't understand what's going on. Like,
Right,
the,
okay.
the world is not
So
built in a
was-
way to accommodate that.
Was that in the books as well?
No,
or was that
there
just,
was-
like made up for the movie.
That's made up for the movie. There's no like
Okay.
lightning bolt she gets struck by in the books.
Okay.
She's just like
okay.
a dragon that grows up.
I think I understand your argument. I guess it's the idea that like don't make up your own shit. Literally just like adapt the story that is already
Unless you are
good.
positive you can make shit that is better than like what the thing is. It's possible, it's
That-
difficult. I'm saying it, that's why I'm saying it's hard. It's difficult to like make a better like Halo thing than Halo 1 if Halo 1's story was good. I don't know if it was.
No, like the story of Halo 1 is like literally fine. The story is not the problem. It is a video game story where the point is to like defeat the evil aliens, and you do, you know? Like I think okay. Sorry, I'm trying to like survive the attack of the brutes and also
This game is so much
formulate
more
a
difficult
response.
when we're and like Socratic seminar and analyzing
Literally.
things.
Socratic seminar, but half maw is there.
Socratic half maw. I got bloated by Bull Ball.
Yay.
I did play the Aragon game. I like the Aragon game. The Aragon game was really
Aw.
fucking bad.
Yay.
It was on the Nintendo DS.
But no, I think to the point is we agree regarding adaptations and world building. I am not saying to make like new fucking lore for Halo. I am saying like take the existing narrative and lore or and background of Halo and just make a new main character for your TV show, and that is your adaptation, you know?
But-
whether it's a new Spartan or a new Marine,
If you
and
were-
as long as you make a good story with the background and elements of Halo, you can tell an interesting story via that medium.
I-
I got hit in the face and I died.
What I'm saying is you absolutely can do that, but then when people watch it, it has to be better than Halo 1. The story of Halo 1, and I'm sure, I don't know how difficult that is. I'm just saying it has to be
That is
better.
not difficult.
Because if it is not better, then everyone who is familiar with Halo is going to say, well, this is just worse than Halo 1. If it is better, or sorry, if it's not better, then people that don't know anything about Halo, which is in theory a majority of the audience, people watching any like adaptation, like the
Yeah,
Minecraft movie
they're gonna
adaptation.
see it and say, damn, Halo looks bad. That's what happened in real life with the Halo show, yeah. Because the Halo show, it is its own entire retelling of the Halo story, and it is dog shit. Like, they go back to prior to Halo 1 and say, we're gonna do things a little bit differently.
That's
And they
why
don't
I'm
do
saying
it very
it's
good.
it's difficult to do. Like, you have to make a better thing than Halo 1, or else you need to adapt Halo 1. And it is safer on the first thing that you're doing in a universe or whatever, just to adapt Halo 1. Like, if they made, like, if they just made, like, a Halo 1 movie and it's just Halo 1, and Halo 1, assuming Halo 1 was great, then, oh god, can you go away from me, you
That's-
little smell freak?
Sniffs.
Not you.
Like,
Red boy.
I get that. I just don't think that is like the angle to take for like a FPS like story minimal game.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
like-
You shouldn't adapt those things then, unless
Yeah.
you are Right. This is why I initially said like you should adapt Soma, like a game with like very interesting themes, a game with like
that makes sense, but then I said something different, which was you should use that setting to tell a new story if you have to
But-
make like if you are mandated by the studio to make a Halo story, you should make a Halo
okay, gun
story,
to your
you know?
head, sure, but like what I'm saying is if you do it that
Don't put a
way,
gun to my head.
then if you do it that way, then you are losing the main thrust of adapting something, and it's that you have a like world to build off of. Unless everyone in
Yeah.
the world knows the Halo like world, then you're losing something there.
You're not though, because I just said you use the world and the background. You just do the world building for a movie instead of a video game.
But then you're making
You're not
it.
losing anything.
But then you have
You're
to
not
make it,
wasting
and
any
you have
time.
to be better than Halo 1, or else it's not worth it.
I don't see. I don't know what you're
my God.
saying.
There's so many things here. This is probably a big juice up before a big boss fight. All right, let's get my thoughts out again. I think Sandy says that you should make good things. You should make good things. The reason why you should adapt something into, well, one of the main benefits of adapting something is that people that are familiar with it will already have experience with that thing. So if I was making a Halo thing, and I was making it just for Halo fans, people who already know the world, the universe, like that, I can spend less time on world building and establishing. I can just get into everything else. If I'm making a new Halo thing for other people that don't know Halo, if Halo 1 did world building very well and other things in the story very well, I should adapt Halo 1 because they're not familiar with it. Now, let's talk about a sequel. Halo 2, Halo Cinematic Universe. If I am making a secondary thing, everyone had the first movie to go watch and the video game to watch. I am now under the assumption that people watching Halo 2 movie know about Halo lore. I can then kind of go off the script. Maybe not adapt Halo 2 exactly, but make my own thing, because my audience is appraised entirely of my overall lore. So that's why I'm saying, like, yes?
I've finally figured it out. I figured out the disconnect. I figured out where your speech was going into my ear and turning into, like, little plebe the entire time. I literally have pinpointed it. Okay. So, Halo has already had a lot of different adaptations to different individual stories in the universe, just one-off stories of, like, little animatics books and stuff, and they're all really good in the different mediums Halo branches out to, right? That proves that it can be done, but what you're saying is, like, if you have a franchise, right, that is, like, say it's the Bebo game, and it's only ever been the Bebo game, when you adapt it, you should just do the fucking Bebo game. You shouldn't make some new shit.
Yeah, unless you are positive
it was the Halo example that was, like, getting us caught on a bear trap there, because I could not, for the life of me, figure out what you were arguing when, like, there have already been, like, individual Halo adaptions of, like, other things and, like, stories out in the rest of the universe, and they're so fucking good. They're usually way better than, like, any of the dog shit, like, retellings of the main story. Like, the Halo show is a adaptation of Halo CE, and it is actively worse. Like, it is an adaptation of Halo Reach, CE, and elements from the books. It is dog shit compared to the game and the books. It takes from a variety of things and is worse than all of them. Whereas other things, like I think it was Headhunters, is an adaptation of a book, and it is a little motion comic thing. It is very good. Or I remember it being good when I was in high school, so I might have lied. The point is, Halo has had adaptations, so it's not the greatest example for this argument.
And I wasn't using Halo as an example. That's where I think we got confused.
Constantly.
No, I was saying Halo as an example in the...
all the time.
I don't know anything about Halo.
Say that.
My example of what should be adapted over Halo was a thing with a good story. I thought that what you were saying initially was that Halo had a really, really good story. So but apparently it's an okay story. So
it's like, it's fine for a video game. Like, Soma is, like, a really good story and would genuinely make for a fascinating adaptation.
Which is why what I'm saying is you should be adapting Soma. You should be adapting Soma and then not Halo or not that. That's why I said initially too, like, you shouldn't be adapting. You should use Halo as an example so many times. Yeah, because I'm playing Halo. I think that's where the disconnect was coming in through. You shouldn't be adapting, I said it initially, like, the Call of Duty story mode. Because those fucking suck. And, like, even if you make a faithful adaptation or an improved one, it's still gonna fucking suck. Because, like, the world of Call of Duty, like, is not good.
It's not engaging, you know? It's just like, oh, hey, watch out for those.
Oh, I forgot, we need to crouch. We need to crouch when we leave.
Oh, right, because we're sneaky.
But like, Halo would be a good adaptation in this sense. So, no, Soma would be a good adaptation.
That's the one. There you go.
Movie or videos with good, like, story, and, like, yes, what's it called? Last of Us has good story. Dude, don't shoot me. Wait, let me hit 4 real quick. Oh, okay, you got him.
Sneaking around.
Oop, shot myself in my balls a lot.
Why did that happen?
I did not like Soma, but I thought it had so much potential. It covers interesting topics, which is why Soma is worth it. Even if you don't like the gameplay of Soma or like don't like some of the things, you also might have missed shit in Soma. Like there's things to miss in Soma.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit to miss in Soma. I also just like horror games. I like Wet. Soma felt very targeted to me, and I love it when a game feels like it's built for gamies.
I shot my balls off again.
Aww. Stupid.
Literally.
Oops.
No, it's fine. I was stupid. You can hurt me until I die.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to hurt you until you're not alive.
Until you unalived.
Mech Warrior / Battletech movie would go hard. Man, you're right. We need more mech. We need more mech movies. Why don't we?
You were invisible, so you didn't actually teabag.
That's fine.
I don't know what Mech Warrior or Battle Mech is.
They're big, stupid-looking mechs, but they're cute.
They're big, stupid-looking cute.
I'm glad that we don't have more Pacific Rim movies. I'm glad we had a really good one, and then just like the most dog shit, lame ass one you could possibly make. So the franchise just sort of like speed ran the Marvel syndrome.
I thought people said that that Borderlands 2 was Pacific Rim 2, Payday 2 was good.
Pacific Rim 2? No, that was dog shit.
I thought people said it was good.
No, I don't think anyone said that. And chat, if you're listening to this and you thought Pacific Rim 2 was good, go rewatch the movie. And this time, have your eyes open.
This time, open your nostrils and smell the movie for what it is. Bad.
Watch out, a pig has spawned.
That guy just underhand threw a grenade over at me. Two of them.
Was that cool?
Two of them damn things. There's a guy over...
To them damn things.
He's over where I threw that grenade. Oh! Pig spawned behind me! Pig spawned behind me! Where you came from!
Watch out for pig.
What are other things that'd be good to adapt? Probably something. Probably something.
Assumedly nothing.
Does Balatro have a story?
I feel like a live-action Gundam could go hard, but I've also never seen any Gundam.
I can tell you that a live-action Sailor Moon probably wouldn't go that hard.
Oh my god, there was a ground pig this time. You could get such a huge budget for Battletech show if you explained to the execs that it was like if Game of Thrones had robots. You really could.
That's the problem is, like, Game of Thrones lost its budget. The last, like, 2 seasons of Game of Thrones, not only were they, like, obviously the guys, like, stopped wanting to make Game of Thrones, but also they cut the budget. Like, it's been happening with,
Did they really?
Yeah!
Why did they cut the budget? Wasn't it doing super well?
It was, but it was expensive, and they're like, it's expensive, I don't know. But it's like, well, it's the only fucking reason people are buying HBO Go is your stupid fucking big-ass dragon show. Same with the actual, the other one, the spin-off. They, like, cut it from, like, 11 episodes down to, like, 8 or something. And so the final episode, similar to Fallout, it's, like, 4 episodes in 1 episode, and it doesn't really end. It just kind of, like, stops.
Okay. Well, here's how AI solves this.
You know, they have a point.
Are you battling a pig?
Oh. Jesus fucking Christ. That guy is launching plasma grenades at me. Okay, I'm cloaked. I'm coming over to you.
Yay.
Now
we are friends.
I have a beam rifle also, and 1 more boy shot.
I have 4 more shots in my brute shot. I don't know where that pig is. Oh, fuck. Have you already killed the pig that was coming from behind?
I have no idea.
Then there may be a pig coming from behind us. Be wary.
Maybe that guy's... There was already a dead pig over there when I spawned in. Maybe he's already fell asleep.
Maybe he fell asleep,
Maybe he got tuckered out, perhaps?
Perhaps he was tuckered.
Oh, hey, watch out. There's that. You didn't die, did you? Badass.
Nope.
Oh!
Ah!
Ah! Ah!
That's why they call it the ghost.
they took advantage of our shock to hurt us!
I think you shot me.
No, I walked away.
Oh, I think an enemy shot me.
Oh, we go over here.
I don't know where we go.
Yeah, I'm. It's so stupid what they did with the fucking Game of Thrones shows. They also like
I'm actually baffled.
they also did House of Dragons and like released it all, and clearly didn't have money or like didn't film or like cut out the last like 4 episodes, and then proceeded to not film the other episodes for the next season, even though the season was greenlit, until 8 months later. So like filming is starting like right now. Filming starting. It's gonna release in like 2025 or 2026, which is like 4 years after the show, like the season ended, and the season ended like dog shit. So everyone's got a bad taste in their mouth already for it. And so I'm sure they're gonna be like, do we really need to give it all of its budget? What if we cut out? What if we cut out 20%? Maybe that will work better. Mr. Beast has a fucking Netflix show.
Wait, is that the Beast? No, Beast Games is Amazon. What the fuck is Mr. Beast doing on Netflix?
It's called like the $5 million Mr. Beast prize or something.
That's a stupid name.
It's from
I believe you.
It's like an entire Netflix show, and if you win it, you get $5 million.
It sounds dumb.
Especially,
it sounds like the Beast Games again.
Especially, I think it is the Beast Games again, which is just. Was that just the Squid Games one?
Yeah, that's literally just Squid Games.
Well, that's like I mean, if you're Netflix, would you rather like give some like up and coming writer like a $40 million to make a new like Netflix original show, or would you rather just have Mr. Beast, who has already an audience, just give him like $30 million and have him have a $5 million prize pool and see if he can make people like sign up to Netflix to watch their Beast Games show? It's also so stupid that that's how they make their money. They're like, oh, hey guy. Watch out for that guy.
Beware the terror.
We got one left. Oop.
Oh shit, no, you died. Sad. I was just about to say, if you survive, we have allies coming towards us.
I shot one in the head 4 times.
That's good. Don't do that, though.
Don't be mean
Crouch.
to Cheese Mold? Who the fuck is Cheese Mold?
I assume that's, Mr. Beast.
Sorry, Cheese Mold is awesome. That's penicillin, That's what makes sailors stop. Oh god, I'm getting back on those videos that are like, this is the scary story of an Arctic expedition gone wrong, and it's like, you see, this man was not given any money to start the Arctic expedition. What he was given was a ship 40 times larger than he's ever commanded, and the largest engine in England. This turned out to be a mistake because it didn't work on boats. They had roughly 50,000 cans of the most expensive canned food. They did, however, cut corners, and the canned food only killed you. They stopped eating the canned food.
That's my Halo adaptation. Here's how I adapt Halo CE. I adapt it to one of those YouTube history videos, and I tell about the story that the Arbiter was sent to go secure Halo with his spaceship, but they gave him all the wrong supplies as a joke, and he did a dog shit job.
That's
perfect adaptation.
My favorite thing about like half of these like YouTube like horror or whatever, like a tragic story of men climbing a mountain or whatever, is that like 90 things go wrong. It's never like one thing goes wrong.
Never one thing.
The guy will like phrase it like, oh, but like it would have worked out if not for this. And then like later on he's like, and tragically all of their parachutes and reserve lines were cut, and also the plane didn't have a phone, and also they didn't have oxygen. They ran out of all the oxygen on space, so they couldn't.
And they were all sick too, by the way.
That was also literally part of the one that I saw for the Arctic expedition or whatever. It's like, sadly many men died of tuberculosis because someone brought tuberculosis onto the ship, and it's like, well, I feel like that's probably one of the even if it was a normal like situation, that probably would have fucked him too. Like, it's a 5-year-long journey and they just had tuberculosis on the ship. Oh, thank God.
Be warned, there is a sneaking brute around.
Is this why you have to get your multi-hour podcast about disasters from socialists? What?
Or else they're gonna teach you about
Capitalism?
I don't know. You were hurting our friend.
Someone else killed him.
I think maybe that was you.
I was innocent. Oh, you can go over here.
Yeah, that's the earlier parts of the mission.
Oh, why didn't they
Find
have...
your way back now.
Why didn't we... Oh.
Find your way back.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Find your way back.
I gotta jump up. Meep. 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 Wee. Oh, I don't have any ammo.
You've immediately been murdered.
Wee.
You did those delightful little noises, all for naught.
That's literally how they would do with the first hamster in space.
Aww.
The tragic story of the first hamster in space. You see, he was already dead before they brought him up. Tragically, he had passed away before leaving Earth.
Sadly, he died of old age yesterday.
He was still alive until he tragically was killed by a bear.
We don't know how the bear snuck into the spacecraft.
That's good.
Hey, you passed away.
Well, that's good.
I disagree.
Brute shot. Hey, fuckers. Brute shot.
Bebo.
Bebo and Fleaby's new Speeby.
Oh.
Oh, you don't like
Don't
that?
tell me they went, whoa.
Don't tell me they did an adaptation as opposed to creating a new storyline. I'm gonna hate that! It's me.
I'm gonna get so mad!
They don't even recall Gibo's story! They lost about Gibo Scandor! The other reason why you either need to, like, make a way better thing the original source material is because of those guys. Because those guys are if you are, like, a network executive, you fucking care about what the Redditors have to say. And
I guess that's a good point.
And when you adapt, like, the Legend of Scubbo, and you forget Scubbo's third, like, cousin, like Douglas Freebley, they're gonna be like, well, this would have been answered if Douglas was here, but they had to give Douglas's part to Denor, but Denor would never say that. That's why this is bad. And then someone who Googled, like, should I watch Adventures of Skibbo? They're like, well, I guess I shouldn't. And that's
How many, like, franchise adaptations have just been, like, tanked, or their budgets cut, or whatever, by, like, an executive Googling their, like, series online, seeing somebody write a long, bad faith Reddit post about it, and then immediately, like, going to their crew, like, hey, we're cutting your budget because you're doing it bad.
That's literally how I imagine 98% of everything ever works.
I literally, that's how Game of Thrones happened.
Wait, it looks like like that Chank's like a dog, and he's like, easy. Half-Jaw!
The counselors, are they...
Wait, what do you
Half-Jaw happy.
What do you mean Spec Ops Commander? That's Half-Jaw.
That's literally Half-Jaw.
I can literally tell. I'm pointing. You can't tell, but I'm pointing. I can tell that.
Dude, watch out, it's phantoms.
Those things kind of look cool. I feel like I could like really play with that in a pool.
That's a good idea.
I love his huge sniff his entire face did when he sniffed twice.
Halo would make for a good Star Wars movie.
Like with lightsabers?
You have energy swords. You could sort of you could swing it.
Okay, was this there's 3 missions left now, or 2 missions left?
That was the third mission left, so now we are going on to the penultimate mission.
Okay, what time is it? It's 9:30.
It is 9:30, so we can either play this Halo Master Chief mission. This is the final Master Chief mission in the campaign.
I'm assuming this won't take 30 minutes.
I don't think it'll take 30 minutes.
Okay, well then I think we, who the fuck are you? Oh, I know who you are.
Pal. Where's he going?
Wait, he's not dead yet?
He's been being strangled for this past week. We haven't played.
No, he's been being strangled for at least like 10 minutes, and he like has enough oxygen to talk still.
He's been fighting a single infection form this whole time.
They're called infection forms?
Mm-hmm.
That's so cute.
Is heading straight for it. If he leads the Covenant fleet to Earth, they won't
Okay,
stand a
well I
chance.
think we're gonna stop
You
Halo
have to
then.
stop him.
We're gonna stop Halo and do Chugs, because Chugs, and I'm sure we can talk for another 30 minutes about how we
If he
feel
does,
about
I'll detonate
global
an
warming.
Everclad's reactor, just like we did the
Wait, did he just die like right now? No, Halo Master Chief's fine.
very original
Halo just died.
No, Halo's a big ring in space. He's fine.
I don't want to chance a remote
Oh, that old
detonation.
man with the spider on him? Yes, he just died.
Did he just go for a high five to Cortana?
Yes.
That's cool. Oh, you fucked it! Hey, dipshit, it's not how you fly a plane.
Nice going, asshole.
Wait, am I the Arbiter?
No, you're Halo.
Why do I have a Covenant rifle and gun?
Because we're in High Charity still. This is the Covenant home world. Well, capital world. Well, capital city. It's a space. Oh, you teabag him. Oh, funny.
I don't like you. I don't like you that much, little fucker.
Hey, we didn't even have to fight him. We had to fight his friend.
Oh yeah, I hate his friend.
Watch out, it's the Flood combat forms.
Okay, well that's enough Halo for me.
These are called Flood combat forms.
BRB screen when I can close this. Quit. See, Jame and I are doing a new thing called trying to get to good sleep. And we're gonna try to end the stream. Do you guys know the stream is supposed to end at 10? Do you guys know that that's a thing?
Have you ever heard of that?
We haven't-
Chat, have you ever heard of that?
We have not ended before midnight in like 7 months. This stream is supposed to end at like a 3-hour stream. It just doesn't. We don't just do that. It's not usually the thing.
I forgot these were supposed to be 3-hour streams. I had like literally marked out my calendar till like 11 p.m. tonight.
These are supposed to be 3-hour stream. Well, usually it's like we start wrapping. My mentality is like we start wrapping up at 10, and then we're done by like 10:30. But no,
Like-
we've been going until 1 a.m. the last like 75 times.
We literally have. I think it's literally been like our stream stamina. We have too much of it now because we realize it works in cycles. It's like it doesn't matter if we get to a hell part, you know,
Oh yeah.
because we'll be right back. We'll be right back.
Well, it's also like so much of it is like at the hell part, we don't want to end on the hell part. We want to finish the hell part. And the rest of it's not really hell part. It's like just kind of game, so it's okay. Hey, is there a VOD channel? Yes, exclamation mark VOD. I'll do it. Nope. Exclamation mark VODs. Nope. Okay, let me Google it. Let me Google YouTube.
myself.
Yep, let me Google myself. I swear to God, there's a thing that posts VODs every so often. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse full episode. That's right. That's what I want to see.
Yep, you can go ahead and download that.
Sanity makes VODs. Why is my number one the Hades Town recap? I gotta fucking private that one. Nothing bad happens there.
What is the Hades? What does that mean?
You want to watch it? Here, let's go to let's watch it. Enter Winston screen. Theater mode, full screen. I have it muted so you guys don't get confused. This is I watched Hades Town, which is a play, and I made a PowerPoint about it.
Oh, neat.
This was 10 months ago. Also, this is my little code that I use for the VOD. Oh, there's music. Oh, this is one of the fucking VODs that made me stop uploading VODs to Twitch, because this "Boy's a Liar" Biden rap thing got me like content warning struck like 4 fucking times. And then
You got in trouble.
I played TF2 also. Oh, that's a hacker. Jake91's a hacker. This is me. Look at me. I'm playing Pyro in TF2. Well, how cool is all this, huh? Look at that. Now I'm playing the Engineer. Oh wait,
Engineer is engineer.
I play Spy over here. I got my Connivers Kunai. Whee!
It's like I'm really there.
Oh, I missed
Warning.
that.
It's like I'm really there. Warning.
Oh, this is a comp game. Oh, well, speaking of Badlands Chugs, What? What? How are you doing that? Get scared. Why? It's the power of YouTube. Oh, look at this little. Look at this little. Do you guys see this little guy right here?
What?
You see that little guy?
Dude, is that the new Chugs penguin?
I thought it could be the new Chugs penguin. Let's watch 4 of these. Watch 4 of these damn things.
Let's go ahead and watch 4 Chugs
Oh
penguins.
my goodness.
Oh, it's important to note that he's wearing the Santa hat here, and this was 9 days ago. This was like December 8th. But he posted.
My White Castle, man. I remember
He's also in his
that
Sunday
time
best,
it was like,
which is
Well,
good to
he
know.
was feeling very
we
festive,
have that
don't you know?
Christmas Sprite. No,
Don't you?
Sirree, Bob. But
No siree, Bob.
It's
Who?
been a couple of weeks.
Tisn't the season.
They gotta have it. Come on now.
Chugs is a Christmas pervert. He's a devout Christian. He's currently wearing his Sunday best because he's came from church, but it's nighttime, so maybe he was out at
Canceled.
maybe cancel Christmas.
With no ice. Yeah.
That was a video. That's a movie. It's called Cancel Christmas. I forgot who made it.
It's gonna be a good.
Is night church a thing?
And that's it.
Yeah.
Church like feels like it should only happen at like 4 a.m. like when everyone else is
pretty
asleep.
All right, thank you.
I'm pretty sure church night happens like exclusively in the winter months. It's like a thing they do.
Really? Is it because there's no
Yeah, I remember
sun?
going to one.
Don't touch that.
Oh, I haven't gone to church.
I literally only went that one time as like a little itty bitty thing, and it was a ruse to try and turn me devout.
Wait, he's in the sun now.
Oh, his portal he used. Yep.
Wait, he's in the sun, but he's in the exact same clothing. Did he sleep in his car overnight and now he's at a different place?
He's been recording videos all night. He's a busy boy.
Did they just give him a towel?
Put it in this boot right here.
Oh, he's giving it in the boot. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, sure. But this is my dude Sam, man. He be hooking me up every time I come to White Castle, man. Yo, I appreciate you, man. Oh man, this is gonna be.
That's nice. There's a little fellow over there.
Man, I appreciate you.
Probably this portion is earlier than the other portion. No, he wouldn't. He doesn't do non-linear editing. He does linear editing.
What do you think he is? Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad does do non-linear. Do they do non-linear editing in Breaking Bad?
Appreciate you. All right, y'all take care.
No, I think that's all edited pretty linearly. What's an example of non-linearly edited movie? There's probably some pretty good ones. Don't say Breaking Bad again. You need to watch other things.
You're excited.
Jamie. That's your little Pokemon squeeze noise. Pause.
Don't squeeze me.
Woo. Memento, Arrival. Haven't seen either of those.
Big ups to my dude, man. My
Also, have you?
Watch Arrival. You wouldn't like it.
Oh, is Arrival the one with the squid aliens?
Yeah.
That's fine. It was fine. Jeremy Renner's in it. He's okay. It's fine.
It's the only reason you liked it.
Well, who was the main character was okay. Isn't Samuel L. Jackson in that? No, not Samuel L. Jackson. God, who's that fucking guy? He's not Samuel L. Jackson.
We gotta do it.
I'm not gonna fucking remember his name. He was in some like action movie. Did you download his app? I did not. It's not Forrest Whitaker. Forrest Whitaker's not in that. Oh, Forrest Whitaker is in that, but I'm not thinking Forrest Whitaker. What was the noise you just made, you little guy?
He was having his joyous suckle pretty clearly.
Here we go.
Warning. Something different happened.
Okay, I'm happy now.
Warning. Happy.
Yes.
Yum! What is he drinking? 2-liter cherry pineapple punch. Is it a thing in your household that whenever it becomes the season, you get cranberry Sprite?
A little hint of
Nope.
cherry.
We get we get like diet cranberry Sprite, and it's one of the few non-caffeinated sodas that I drink, and I always have a pretty good time.
Aw, is it yummy?
It's refreshing. Though whenever I drink Sprite is the only I only drink the 0-calorie Sprite. Sprite is the only soda that I drink that actively makes me more hungry. I think it's
Huh.
there's like a whole thing that's like a thing with like artificial sweeteners like prep your body for calories because it tastes like calories, so your body expects calories, then they don't it doesn't get them, so you like feel hungrier. But it never works for anything except for Sprite Zero for some reason. Must be a different sweetener in there. Cranberry ginger ale.
because your boy.
I didn't know like default ginger ale had a whole bunch of calories in it. It's like a whole bunch of sugar. Makes sense, but I didn't know that until recently.
Look at that.
Oh, look at its sprinkle up top. Look at its blasting.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
It's gonna spurt, dude.
All Christmassy. It's all beautiful.
I don't think it's gonna do that.
Oh, Christmassy. It's all beautiful.
That scared me actually.
What?
Holiday
What?
It looks like a small sun fell from the heavens.
all
Literally.
Christmassy. It's all beautiful.
Is that like a battery powered light that he puts on top things?
Oh, maybe. Oh, that would make
All
sense.
beautiful. This is all beautiful. This is. Oh,
Literally,
It's
like a
right there.
fucking-
those my light, folks. Oh,
Oh, it is a battery powered light.
golly.
That it literally looked like. Did you see it?
Hey, literally.
I
Did
thought
you see the twin day?
I thought it was like he was gonna like look up and the sun had fallen out of the sky, like the moon or whatever, the dark moon.
Stop! You're gonna scare me. I don't want like some Skinamarink shit to happen to Chugs. I like Chugs.
Wait, there's the dim moon appears in Skinamarink and falling out of the dark sky.
Scary shit happens in Skinamarink.
We're not gonna time this one. Everyone. This is not for any reward, but guess your times so that just so you can kind of equalize. We're gonna watch 4 in total. So you get
Oh, this one's a practice round.
it's a test run. I'm gonna say 18 seconds. EAG 24 already said 18 seconds, so don't I feel stupid? Don't I feel fucking silly? What do you say, Jamie?
Don't you feel Squidward?
What do you feel, Squidward?
Me?
Yep, Squidward.
I'm Jamie.
Yup, Squidward.
I'm gonna
And
guess 30 seconds.
that's insane.
Why?
Watch him drink this. He doesn't make those noises. You know he would never make those noises. 14.29 seconds. 18 was even too high. So everyone keep that in mind. Those of you who said 36, 37, 27 seconds, don't you look like the real Christmas fool? He's a dedicated chugger.
Don't
Did
be
he
mean.
did he get Kaisa not to sign the glass and then just put a piece of tape over it so that the signature wouldn't go away?
He was trying to hide it.
He just grabbed the wrong color tape. He wanted to get like white tape to hide the signature. Oh, is he doing another one with ice in it? Oh, this is just his review. He's doing a review bra. Oh, you ever watch a review bra review?
I haven't. Are they fun?
I haven't either. I've only actually I take that back. I might
We
have
know nothing.
I might have seen like highlights of like one of his things when he like eats a sandwich and he's like, nope, not very good. Which I didn't ever. I never enjoy watching people eat things either. It kind of yucks me out. Oh, this is his 1000th chug video. Did we watch this last time?
I think we did.
We
Yes,
did. We did because I was like, yeah, he's chugging all those. Oh, dude, are you ready for a stealth mission?
Time for a little stealth mission. You up for it?
Folks, there is a brand new Sprite that's out. There's a lot of new Sprites coming out.
He has a wrestling belt in the back of his
Coke
car.
Freestyle machine,
Ooh.
and I'm at my local Wendy's, and they have one as well. So I just want to see what it is.
Is that the like
See if they
July
have it.
chug
If they
adversary?
don't have it,
Oh no, it's not
we
words.
got a plan B, folks. Hey, good evening. Do you have that
It's never
Sprite
words.
Vanilla Frost?
What's your opinion on this type of sweater?
Ooh, I think they're cozy up until they have like little chains.
Sorry. Do you have hellish
Zippers,
sweaters?
Zippers, I did mean.
Where do they have zippers?
Like sometimes they have like zippers at like the from your tits to up to your neck.
Oh, like a neck zipper, like right here
Yeah,
where
I
I'm supposed to
feel
have
like
big
they're-
buttons.
They're like cozy sweaters, depending on the material. But if they have that zipper there, it loses so much value because you're only gonna wear this in the cold season. And if that chain gets cold, you are going to be fucking freezing.
Well, there's supposed to be a slice of fabric behind the zipper so that the fabric touches the zipper.
Mine doesn't have that.
Oh, I hate these sweaters. These are too. This reads as like skin irritating. I also think it's because it's whenever it gets cold, it gets very dry. My skin gets dry before I became a lotion boy, And whenever I saw these, I could feel this like weird, heavy, bad texture on dry skin. It made me feel bad. So I'm naturally
Sprite, vanilla
adverse.
Frost.
We
got
dipped you
that?
in a strange lotion.
All right, appreciate it.
I have Sprite pineapple, Sprite cherry pineapple punch.
This is the face he makes when there's no Sprite Vanilla Frost. Oh, he's looking for Sprite Vanilla Frost. He wants it so bad. He looks helpless. He looks like a. It looks like a kid who was really good, and he was told he was gonna get a puppy, and then like read on the newspaper on the way home that all puppies went away. They had to put all the puppies in a big boat and sink them off the coast of Arizona.
Stop making him live in the world where the moon fell out of the sky.
he looks dark ambient. He looks dark academia. Like the dark academia version of this is like he looks like all of his books fell into iced coffee, I guess, and he can't study for his big test. I don't know what dark academia is about in the slightest.
He looks like a jumping spider.
That missed its prey. It looks like a jumping spider whose prey got by a hawk. Like he was gonna go eat a bug, and then like a peregrine falcon like yanked the bug from existence, and he's like, "Oh, I was gonna eat that, but I really hope that guy doesn't come back for me." J-Merge, thank you. Oh, also Millie Caddis Baby, thank you. And Ace of Spades, but spelled A-E-S-E. You guys all followed, and I didn't say anything. I blame the Arbiter.
You were getting sniped by a pig.
You were getting sniped by an Arbiter.
I have a Coca-Cola Tropical.
Oh no, do you have the Sprite vanilla? Sprite vanilla?
No, unfortunately.
Ah man.
Oh,
All right, no worries.
sad.
That's all right. I'll check another place. Thank you. All right. No, they don't have it. Let me just check one more spot, okay? We're not giving up that easy.
Wait.
At White Castle. One more spot.
He was in the drive-through line. Obviously, tragedies befell him. And then he just drove straight and left? Don't most drive-through lines have like a thing where you have to go all the way around?
No.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of a different place.
Yeah, at the local Burger King that I drink from the puddle from sometimes. The you can order, and if they don't have what you want, you can just go straight, and there's a shot out. It's if you order and they have it that you go in the curve.
Hey babe, you want to go to the Burger King? There's a puddle they never empty. We can get all we want from it.
They're not allowed to empty the puddle there.
I'm thinking of the two drive-thrus that are near where I drive, and all of them like the where you like drive in to start the drive-thru with like the first window, it goes to like a wall, so you have to go all the way around. And now I'm thinking, like, what if you don't get food and like there's only one lane? Like you can't back out. You have to go to the next window and say, "Hey, sorry, I didn't get food," and then drive away. That's gotta be awkward.
Machine is always on it.
That would never happen to me. I would just eat whatever slop they gave me.
He hopped the curb. No, if you didn't order food, in this instance, he didn't order food. You can't just be like, "Hey, I'll eat whatever you give me, man. I'm so fucked up." Like, okay, well, what'd you pay for? No, you had to give me whatever. I don't.
Just give me whatever's good.
Give me whatever. You have to like be like a sad pirate on your last legs and show up to the Wendy's drive-thru. Just be like, "Hey, man, I'm so sorry. You gotta give me yarg and all of that."
I feel like a Wendy's employee would have me. I don't think a Burger King employee would like. I don't think they would like risk their neck to save me, a aging and starving pirate in this scenario.
Do you know who would save you as a cookout employee? Have you ever been to a cookout?
No. And who?
We went to cookout when I was in college. Maybe it was when I was going to like a concert or something. Granted, this was like 2019, and I got like one of their wraps. It was like a chicken wrap, and it was like 89 cents or something. In like 2018, it wasn't like 1904. And I was like, holy fuck, I guess I'll have like all the flavors, 5 of them, different flavors. And then I got it, and I looked at it, and it was a tortilla, a single chicken tender, and then like a squirt of like honey mustard or ketchup or barbecue or whatever, and then like 2 pieces of lettuce. And it they served it to me like open, like it was just like on a thing, and I'm like, well, that's just a chicken tender. I just bought a chicken tender for 89 cents, which I guess is like kind of a good deal, but the way they like phrased it made it seem like it was much more than that. That was a place though where I got like so many different. Oh my god! I went to a McDonald's once after a big football game, and I remember I was like a freshman or sophomore. My mom gave me like $25 or $30, something weird. She's like, oh yeah, go with everyone, go to McDonald's. And I got like 2 cheeseburgers and like like 2 orders of fries and like chicken tenders and chicken nuggets, and like one of them was like the deluxe cheeseburger with like fancy lettuce and everything on it. And I literally felt like a little royal pig. I've never felt like more rich or more powerful than in that moment. 'Cause I gave them all that, and they gave me my change back, and I'm like, oh my god, I have like $12 left. Holy fuck. Like, I could really splurge on this, man. I could get like a mixed creamy or whatever the fuck they call them, and I could get like a fillet of fish without even wanting it, and I could throw it away in a puddle and still have like $4 left. And I ate like all of the food, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so full, and I have like $1.25 left. I could go to like the mall into a gachapon machine and get a little This is insane. I can't imagine this being a world we live in.
I live in a world with too much power now.
Well,
I must be stopped.
That's my new damn problem. I never order food in, but whenever I'm like, oh, I'm just exhausted and I've really earned it, I'm gonna get like a DoorDash or whatever, I order like 55 entrees and 12 appetizers and 4 drinks, and I'm like, oh, I'll just like have it for later and I'll eat it. And then it's like, your bill is $85,000. Also, there's a $415 trillion delivery fee. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll just eat an egg. I'll dunk an egg in ice water, and I'll eat that tonight, I guess. I don't want to spend that much money.
Your Honor, just one yummy Dunkin' egg for a naughty thing like me.
Just one raw egg, and perhaps a carafe of ice water, if you'd be so kind, for me to get my Dunkin' on with it. Oh, you don't have either of those things? Maybe a cup of boiling hot coffee, so I might parboil my little egg, and I'll dunk it in its own shell before taking a bite. Oh yes, oh yes. I like that guy. It's a new guy. Let's keep him around.
Truly, he lives a most decadent life.
I'm imagining now like a little portly like prince, a little prince boy whose like tastes just like are so simple and so like perverse. Like, oh, just a pat of warm butter on the back of a bench scraper from me. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my, any dish cleaning rags you could scrape margarine off of the ground? I'll only have a little nibble, I promise.
And then he glares wickedly at the camera. You know he doesn't promise.
You know he's gonna... He gives that, like, a bashful little grin. You know he's gonna eat all of the bristles off of your dish scrubbing brush.
He is perverse.
He's a little... Like, that's the problem, is that people think of a pervert, they think of, like, a big old pervert. But there can be a little prince that's a perverse prince. Society fucked up and they did a lot of things.
I couldn't agree more, buddy.
It's called Sprite Vanilla Frost.
It's called Sprite.
Okay, thank you.
I don't think we do, but we have like midnight Sprite.
Do you have the Vanilla Frost one?
Okay, well they were like, he's like, do you have it? And he's like, no, I don't have it. And he's like, okay, well, do you have it though? And he's like, no, we don't have that. Oh man.
Oh, he had to double check. What if it was the ruse? What if it was a riddle?
Oh, what if it's like a polite thing where like you always have to like politely refuse? Also, Equator before said he just like drove over the curb, but his camera's really stable. I want to see him drive over the curb this time. Wow, over here too. Over here too. You can just go straight. I guess there's like a strip mall next to it. That kind of makes sense.
I don't think so. I think most places are just like this.
Maybe I'm just too used to the urban sprawl of big city living.
Ooh.
No, you pause the moment his heart... Well, imagine what happens when he gets his big drink.
I went to 2 stores with Coke Freestyle machines.
I went to 2 stores.
I feel like stores is a wrong way to call that, right? The restaurants.
So in the meantime,
bunch of 2 different restaurants.
I like his implication. I like the idea that I could buy something else at a Wendy's.
You should be able to buy like rope and pittons at a Wendy's. Like Wendy's needs to service more things.
Wendy's needs to start selling like the shit Home Depot has.
There is such like I want to be the guy that works at like a drugstore or something, or like a corner store, and decides what it is that they sell and don't. Because it's like AA battery for sure, little tinier batteries, AAA batteries, no, absolutely not. They've got nail filers but no nail clippers. Like it's so weird what they have and what they don't. And then I'm like, well, I need like draining fluid for my sink. I guess I'll go to the gas station. No, they don't have draining fluid, but they have like a deodorizer for my sink, which feels very, very similar. I need to, maybe it's just the way I interact with things, but I feel as though they need more clear delineations in either our language or our loveful life.
Ooh.
I do like the implication that he went to go get these two things and then just went to like a supermarket and just bought a 2-liter, and I was just going to chug a whole 2-liter. I've never gotten a better estimation of the size of fluid he's drank than him holding this 2-liter right now. That's like a lot of fucking fluid. That's a lot. The boot can't be, the boot's like half the size of that for sure, but it's not. The boot's bigger.
Or is it?
I don't know. We don't know. No one knows. Oh, he doesn't really like it that much. Give it like the
Aw.
And now you've had Starry
hate
before,
it.
but I've never had Starry. I don't know what Starry is.
I like Starry.
Is that just
It's
is
yummy.
it just like 7-Up?
Yeah, I think so. It's I'm pretty sure it's literally just rebranded Sierra Mist.
Oh.
It's good.
Is that Kai Cenat's signature?
Yep.
It's not very good. Look,
Hey.
look, he goes up and then
Yeah.
down, but he doesn't make this the A. He also does this, which is not really an A.
It does.
And
it
then
does kind of look like Anakin.
like L Anik, or like his name was like Lonnie C, and like because look how big up it goes, and then it cuts straight down. This is not in a K. K is just up and down. Why did you hold it if you were then
It's
going
stylized.
But
I feel like a signature is like the most thing that is allowed to be stylized and fucked up. You know, it's your signature. It's supposed to be uniquely fucked.
Usually, though, you remove like parts of the letter to make the signature work. It's very rare you add another dash to your letter when you were going to make the dash for another thing otherwise. That's why I think it's weird. Also, the C being out here, that just seems like a C. Kind of looks like an L, actually.
Ooh.
Caney L. Keneal. Oh, I was probably totally wrong about the size of the 2 liters versus the size of the boot.
We could just definitely just pour. Oh my goodness, 2 liters of goodness. Oh yes.
Oh, 2 liters might be all the way at the top. This might be like a gallon at the line and then 2 liters at the top.
Oh man, that's what.
What do you, put the rest of it in?
Hold on, there's still a little bit.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for getting me. Thanks for getting me, little friend. Beautiful.
Oh, he's your buddy. He listened.
He's my little buddy. Oh, he put a red filter over it. Over the camera, the ceiling candle. What would you do if you stopped by Badlands Chugs and he was lighting up a candle to give himself good lighting for a Badlands Christmas chug? Yeah, he had one of those like long-fingered like Ebenezer Scrooge candle pans, and he had like 3 of them set up around his car for a little ambient light while he was doing his ASMR chugs.
Now I'm getting really happy because I'm imagining what if that was our real world, and what if he just lived like that?
What if he also had like a little lad playing the dulcimer? Or like there was also a woman playing the harp, and there was like a man that was mumbling that he was going to get through it. He was going to get through it.
I would believe that guy. I think he would get through it.
I think he could get through it.
I think he could get through it.
But enough of that, all right? This is what we're doing right now. We're celebrating.
Oh, it is.
Christmas with Starry's.
We're celebrating sex with Starries? All right.
Zero
Well,
sugar,
what?
0 calorie cranberry blaze.
oh, hey,
man.
Blizz,
I can't wait to
Drunkish
do this,
Wizard,
folks,
Blizzard
but
Wizard
before we
mentioned.
do this, you know we gotta
Oh, I forgot about these damn things.
throw the ice in there.
Ooh, I like how it turns green on me too.
Starry.
Purple, blue on me, green on me, yellow on me.
Worth.
Warning,
3,
it is
2,
different now.
1.
Warning, warning.
Eat of talk.
Dark blue. All right, this one counts. This one counts. How much time for him to chug 2 liter of Starry with the ice cubes in it? He's also wearing a hat. He's under the White Castle sign, but he's not chugging a White Castle fluid. I'm gonna say 21 seconds. I think that this is more carbonated than the last one, which was 15 seconds.
DNF, the hat is evil.
What would you do if, like, while he was chugging, we were watching this, like, the hat grew an eye and blinked, then the eye went away?
Oh, I get scared.
What if it was blue? What if it was, like, piercingly blue, like a husky?
Oh no, I wouldn't like that. I'm gonna guess 39 seconds.
That's incredibly long. That's longer than the last one. The last one was 15 seconds.
I guess
Okay, 39, 44, 23, 9, 3 seems crazy. I said an amount. Okay, 3.
you didn't tell us what your guess was.
I did. I said
Then what was
21. I said 21.
Hmm.
And no one
Are
else
you telling
guessed.
the truth?
I might be able to win this one. Oh, Koshi said 16. Look how fast he just goes through that shit, dude. Looks like there's like a white label on the bottom of the boot. Oh my god, he's gonna get like it might be 3 seconds. Jesus Christ.
Oh, just 1 scary second for me.
17 seconds, Kosi wins. That's crazy. I was not even close then. There was only 2 seconds more, and I felt like it was so much more in terms of a cold.
I feel like I was pretty close.
You were like more than double.
In a way.
In a manner of speaking. Cozy, what would you like while we watch the final Gatorade Frost Icy Charge Boat Das Chug? Wait.
Oh, the dash chug.
Gatorade Frost Icy Charge Boot Das Chug? It's Das Boot Chug in stormy weather.
Oh.
It's in stormy weather, though. Oh,
Wait, why is it
wow!
backwards.
He's in the mist from the mist!
He's in the mist from Silent Hill.
Brand new.
Make a fish.
I think it's brand new.
You got it, chef.
From Gatorade. Have y'all ever seen this before?
Gatorade.
Wait, now in a fuckable container. What? Why does it have an hourglass figure?
This
Why does it look like that?
before?
They all look like that. What do you mean?
No, they don't. Gatorade
They
containers are
literally
circles.
do.
They've never had like cleavage up top here. What are you talking about?
Sorry, what do you mean cleavage?
Look-
What are you?
Look at
Sorry.
look at this right here. It bounces in. Look,
What are you?
that is a neckline.
not
That's a
cleavage.
plunging neckline. This is a waist, and these are hips. It goes out then in.
It's
Oh my god, fine, we can fuck this later.
I don't want to. You're literally making fucking Gatorade win if you fuck this.
I think we should
Mr. Plays Games.
What? I'm not the biggest proponent of Gatorade, nor they didn't just shrink the bottles. Well, they probably made something else grow in a pervert, if you ask my onion.
Stop that. We didn't ask your onions.
Sanity is right. The Gatorade is okay. Volta underscore cat responds to me as if they're like my high school teacher. Sandy is right that the Gatorade's a different shape, but the words being used to describe the shape are pervert. Are incredibly pervert shit. Now, we can all agree that Sanity was right in saying that the bottle's a different shape, but Sanity was wrong in saying that it was, quote, fuckable or something. I don't recall. That was wrong to say.
No, I love my Gatorades, you know.
I
ever
couldn't
since
agree
day one.
more.
But this right here, Icy Charge, I've never seen this. It looks nice and cold. Welcome to Antarctica.
I don't think I would fuck the Gatorade.
I don't want to.
Yo, I just
What
want
fucking
to
class is this?
try it.
Dialectics?
I
I
know
don't
nothing
know
about
what
it,
that is.
so
Ben Shapiro
we're gonna
probably
do
does
this
though.
together. Here we go.
Oh, you hear that ambient little raindrop drop top? That's nice.
Dude, it's so beautiful. It's gonna set my ass to sleep mode.
Oh, does he hate it?
Oh my god.
Whoa! He went to tropical land.
This is literally the cum Gatorade, so I understand.
What are you fucking talking about? Sorry.
Are you not looking at the bottle? Sorry.
The
Were you
Gatorade
so
is
focused on
the
like,
Gatorade
how...
is purple.
It is
how-
clearly not purple. That is the white Gatorade.
This is purple Gatorade.
That is clearly white. Do you need to turn off flux?
That's purple Gatorade.
That is not purple Gatorade.
Chat, what
It
color?
literally said Frost. He said they were chugging Frost. Look.
Frost
It says
Icy
Frost.
Charge.
It
That's a
says
modifier on the flavor of Gatorade. This is purple
God.
Gatorade.
It is not purple Gatorade. You have something else. Okay, what was it again? Frost Icy.
That is
Charge?
identifiably purple.
Because so is his hand, genius. He has a purple light going on him. If you shine a purple light on something that's white, what happens to it?
He wouldn't do that. That's blue and purple. You're literally wrong.
It's literally not purple, but that's significantly more blue than I imagined.
This is identifiably purple. I must admit.
That is definitely not.
These
purple.
two are
You
certainly
should've
different. Well,
clicked
this
the
is crisp
That's
and
green.
cool. That's crisp and cool. This is the fuckable bottle. This is purple.
That is not. That is blue.
Not what
That is
purple is.
jeans.
Not what
That is
purple.
not purple.
You're
That is a
you look
gray
at this and
blue.
you tell me that's not what purple looks like.
Like that one is getting closer to purple, but that's still jeans color. That's like
Identifiably
gray blue.
purple. Let me fucking color pick it.
Really not. That was the problem. Really, it was more purple in the Chugs video.
I'm getting my fucking MS Paint out. How do I color pick an MS Paint? Color pick.
You can't. They won't let you.
They literally won't let me. Oh my fucking
You
god.
were bad.
BRB screen, open image in a new tab. No, I don't want to accept cookies to images. What is this place? BREAUX Mart? God, I fucking hate DuckDuckGo. I don't know what Brooks Smart Supermarket is. What do you mean not found? It's here. I found it.
Sorry.
How about what is -V? Open image in new tag.
You are fucked.
Thank God. This is close enough for me. Look at that. Perfect. Okay. Enter Winston screen. We're gonna expand the canvas out a little bit. We're gonna color pick, please. And purple. And I think that is the color we know as purple. That's the wrong brush. That's the wrong size. Give me bigger, please. How do you make big?
That's like identifiably less purple the more you put on your fucking like thing there.
Look how close it is to this. It's just a darker version of this color.
Yeah, and that's not purple.
This
Turn
is
off
purple.
flux.
This is purple. This is purple right here. Below it is purple. This is just
Yeah,
a light
you-
lavender. Lavender is purple.
You just added lavender to the fucking dish.
That's blue.
The rest
No,
of that is clearly blue.
this is blue. This is blue.
Genuine question: are you just refusing to turn off flux, or are you colorblind?
That's gray. This is gray. What color do you think this is if it's not purple?
I've been telling you that it's blue-gray the entire time.
Blue-gray is the
because it's
mixture of purple.
blue-gray.
What else
is-
makes purple?
Literally, it is the color of jeans. Go ahead. Did you just turn off flux? Go ahead and look at it with your eyes.
I'm looking at it right now. Jeans.
Google jeans. Thank you.
James, pick out which color here is the most jeans. You need to get out of here,
Not
man.
that one specifically. Other ones.
What? Okay, pick jeans. You have 40 jeans in front of you. Pick your jeans.
The lady there at the top right.
Are Sanity and Gatorade still friends?
Yeah, it's literally like the shades in those jeans are the fucking like shades in that Gatorade.
No, it's too dark. I'll go lighter.
Oh my god, it literally
lighter.
isn't. Look at how it lightens up at the fucking knees.
Okay, I'll go to the fucking knees.
It's literally way closer than purple.
What is the flavor of Gatorade Frost Icy Charge?
I don't know.
I think it's purple flavored.
It clearly is not going to be because it isn't purple.
Flavor is pineapple and lime.
Why would that? Why would they make a pineapple and lime drink purple? Sanity.
Where the hell does it say pineapple lime? Oh, it's something plus lemonade. So is it pineapple color?
No.
Oh, let's go to the Gatorade Wiki fandom. It is pineapple lime, the periwinkle colored drink. Now tell me what periwinkle is.
Oh my god. Google.
That's purple!
periwinkle now.
That is purple! I can hear you fucking typing a call out post. This color.
Whoever wrote that on the fucking wiki is as colorblind as you are. This is infuriating.
Dusky sky blue colored. Well, that's awesome because it says that Icy Charge is the periwinkle colored drink. Icy Charge is the periwinkle colored drink. You have to meow.
Meow.
Thank you. Fuck right off. Periwinkle baby, the drink is blue. No, it's periwinkle. It's this 50 Shades of Periwinkle. Is
It is literally the drink is literally blue. Like okay. On this, the closest. Okay.
Oh, of course, the centrist answer is the correct answer. Well, you see, Jamie and Sandy are both right, because periwinkle sits between blue and purple, but leans a little bit more towards blue. So I guess, in theory, you could say that, it's blue with shades of purple, and as a result, both are correct. No, everything's gone. Everything's gone, it's not coming back. It's literally purple.
It's literally blue.
Not only...
You're not looking with your eyes.
Even if you...
Go take one of those purples. Go take one of those purples and drag it into the fucking image you made earlier, and you will see how different they are.
This is the color blue.
Yes.
I'm glad we can agree on something. In today's political climate, I'm glad we can come to agreements on something. I don't think these colors are the same color.
I have said multiple times that it is a gray blue, and you are doing this to hurt me because you don't like me very much. Literally, that is the color of the fucking drink.
This is purple.
Are you looking at the screen right now, or are you imagining the color purple? I'm getting so mad.
There's no such thing as purple colorblind. Calibrate your monitor. Let me pull it down to my other fucking monitor. You want the BRB screen. This is my FES monitor. Maybe I'll pull it down. Yeah, that's blue. That's identifiably blue. So I have a setting on my monitor and it says warm and I didn't know it was on, and I put it on my other monitor that's color calibrated and that seems identifiably blue to me. But I will say it's certainly a dark and murky blue.
It is, yeah, like we said.
I think purple is pretty close to murky blue. If you had to give me gun to my head, describe what purple is, I'd probably come up with something like murky blue. So Badlands Chugs, what's he doing?
Oh, man.
But this looks really purple. Hold on. Hold on. Pop it out, please. Pop it out, please. Pop it out, please.
Yeah.
I guess, sure, liberals, fine. I guess it looks periwinkle colored Frost Arctic Blitz blue. I guess that's fine.
Again, notice how there's purple light being cast on his fingers because he's using a...
Oh, is it purple now? It's not dark gray or whatever? What were you saying?
I just said a purple light being cast on his fingers, you motherfucker.
Okay,
I was wrong about it being the cum Gatorade, okay? Fine.
I forgot that your initial argument was that it was white. That it was cum colored.
Literally, that's how lost we got in those woods, man.
Yeah. Oh my god. Can you imagine James and I playing another puzzle game and it's just like blue and purple and whatever and it's 7 hours of just that, and James and I like, close your eyes, imagine a blueberry. What color is that? What color do you think this looks like a blueberry?
I'm so fucking glad that like whatever game we played didn't have a color-based puzzle in it. Oh no.
Oh, this is the cum. Ooh, this is the cum fluid, yeah.
Yeah, see how I could have gotten mistaken because it's literally called Frost as well.
Well, that's a frost. Frost is something plus lemonade. Frost means it has lemonade with it.
I did not know that. I did not know there were variants of the frost.
Oops, I don't know what this is.
Go ahead and drag or click on the page to select a region. If you want.
What?
Yeah, go ahead.
Amazon
drag or click.
Oh, this is like is it like a built-in like screen clipping? Oh, take screenshot. Okay. I want to Google Riptide Rush though. I want to see what that looks like.
I hope it's not purple.
That's not what? So can we agree together, all as one, that this is the purple Gatorade, from what I can tell to the best of my knowledge, and that there's a different blue one, and the other one is something else? Wait, hold on. Let me find the blue one. Let me find the Gatorade Wiki. Please save me. Where did Gatorade Wiki go? Icy Charge. Oh God, my eyes hurt. Frost flavors. Glacier Freeze! This is the blue one! This is the blue one, and it's turquoise. And then we have aqua colored drink? That's... Jane, what color would you say this is?
That's like a green-blue.
I would say that's green. Aqua, I imagine, is blue only. Yeah, well that her ass is out, so let's close that. They all look the same color to me, but I actually am colorblind. This is blue, but I feel like this is like seafoam green. This is not really. Wait, there's an edit. There's an edit pending. Good flavor. Wait, 18 days ago, Joe's World 29 said good flavor? Seafoam green. That's exactly Seafoam Green. That's like exactly what I was...
That's Baja Blast.
Thank God. Hello!
I just want to just try it.
Wow, pointing it out makes them look different. Yep.
And this concludes the part of the stream that is just dog shit to our colorblind audience.
Oh, he liked it. Oh, and then it turns brown!
Oh my God.
Or orange, I guess. I gotta turn Flux back on. My eyes are starting to hurt.
Yo!
Thank God.
This may say Gatorade Frost on it, but yo, I feel like I'm in the Caribbean. The 9,000 taste buds has spoken.
Oh yeah, why'd they name something with pineapple in it Frost?
Because everything is Frost plus lemonade, or whatever.
How curious.
I can't actually read anything, so I turned Flux up way too high. Galamine, thank you.
Banana? Oh man, this is delicious.
Oh, he's getting happy.
I'm telling you.
He's pretty
If
yumful,
you're
actually.
up on this, it's Icy Charge Gatorade.
Ooh, a little like
Winning.
promo shot for it too. He's winning.
Wait. We gotta get this boot ready.
Was there something on the foot? Oh, I guess not.
Yes.
Now you're looking for gremlins.
I could have sworn there was like a flash of white on the foot when he brought it out. Yeah, see?
You're looking for...
No. Look like near the ankle of the boot.
We gotta get this boot ready.
Yeah. There's like a tissue in there. There's like a towel in there.
Ice, man.
No, it's not ice.
Puts ice cubes in there.
Get this.
We're gonna watch like... That's a bunch of ice.
No, it's like it's misshapen.
As ice is.
No, but it's not actual. Like he only puts the plastic, perfect square, cubular ice cube in there.
It's just like a stack of them, or maybe he was like running out.
This boot ready.
I think he had like a napkin in there, and he took it out before this shot. We'll see if he has iconic ice cubes. We'll see.
This right here is where it's at. Second one going in.
That looks identifiably darker than the first one. I won't say purple. I won't do it.
Yo, it may be like
You can say periwinkle if you want.
Stinging rain, fat rain, cold rain, whatever rain Forrest Gump was going through in Vietnam.
He likes it. Is he in traffic? What is it? Is he identifiably on the road? Like those are like car headlights in front of him?
I mean, he does have places to be.
Fat rain, cold rain, whatever rain.
Where is he?
Forrest.
Oh, is he in a parking lot? It might be a parking lot. It's a parking lot.
Don't geo-guess him.
No. I'm just trying to be like, is he recording this while like in a traffic jam? It's like, I'll just pop out a quick chugs.
This is that
Dude,
type of
imagine
rain. But yo,
imagine if
it
streams
is
were
the
so easy.
tropics
You could
in
just be like,
here.
oh, let me
I
do
think
a
one more
quick
should do
stream.
it.
I'm stuck in traffic.
That is literally
Imagine.
what every single like rich streamer does. They're like, all right, IRL, I gotta go get groceries. Or they don't make any groceries anymore. It's like, all right, my friend's in town, IRL stream, we're gonna go get coffee, and they're just like sitting getting coffee, talking about stuff, and it's like, okay, well, I made $75,000 by ding ding. And they don't talk to anyone either. They don't acknowledge anyone. They never acknowledge when the cat's colorblind. Chat. They never acknowledge their colorblind cat.
So good.
I'm glad he's having fun.
This doesn't
You
smell
know?
like any frosty nothing.
I don't know why. I'm like, this does not smell like ass. But he didn't say that.
I thought this would smell like ass, but it doesn't.
Straight Turks and Caicos, man. Oh, pick one. Bahamas. Oh, man. It's straight Ivory in Jamaica.
This is a very nice
Welcome to
gradient we got here.
Jamaica
I
type
know that
stuff,
word. I know nothing about fucking
Disguised
colors.
in the
Gradient.
icy, frozen
Hey, Joe Bling said gradient too. I'm backed up on that one. No one else can
Man.
no one else can hurt me. I got that right.
I am
You
What-
knew about gradient, but you didn't know about the color blue? Come on, man.
Purple is an advanced blue. You guys operate on a
Purple?
base level compared to me. Purple and the other ones are stupid, and I can do better than whatever you guys thought.
this right now. This delicious.
You know what? Good point. Sorry.
Sorry, soldier.
delicious thing, okay?
Sorry, sir. Saluting.
It's done.
Oh, he blopped him. He's Spillboy.
Aw.
Icy
They faked the
charge
cum
with a
Gatorade?
little
Come on, man.
Caribbean flair. 3, 2, 1, folks.
Dude, interview a mantis shrimp. He would learn some. My interview with a mantis shrimp.
Let's do it.
11 seconds.
Oh, yeah. I guess we'll do it. I gotta draw a fishy. So while you guys are guessing, I'm gonna draw a big fishy, blue fishy. Boop, 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 boop. Fishy has a big scythe on top of its head, and it's got.
Sorry, but that my noises weren't synced to the drawing. I was just making noises to have fun and play.
They're actually kind of synced to the drawing. This one sucks. I'm killing it.
Yay! Oh, sad.
What does the fucking fish look like? It's got like a tail, like a rudder.
Interview a dog, you will learn so nothing. Sanity.
Wrong.
What if you could interview your dog? What would your dog tell you?
I would fucking love to interview my dog just so I could like somehow work in, hey man, when we say your name, it's not fun times. You gotta stop doing what you're doing. You're gonna run away and we're gonna get really scared. You gotta stop biting on that thing when we say your name really loudly. Anger looks like this at us. You should respond in a commensurate way. And when you gotta go to the bathroom like for serious, make a different noise than when you seriously gotta go play outside. I get the playing thing. We can schedule play times, or if you want a specific toy at all, please inform me in a way that doesn't destroy all of the couches in the room. We can get you so many toys. I know you can't comprehend like what shipping is, but if you can think of a thing, someone has invented it for you to have fun playing with, and I will get it here. Just tell me what it is you want. We have rope already. Try out rope again. I love you. You're so cute. That's not a good interview question. Yeah, no, you didn't hear the first thing I said, which was any interview I can do that can get across these thoughts to them. A good interview can like start psychoanalyzing and hypnotize the enemy.
That's true.
How about you? How would you interview Misty?
Oh, I would. Hi, Misty. Why do you do the things that you do? Why do you attack us even though we love you so, so much? Why do you harm your brother even though he is large and stupid? Thank you.
Well, it's good that I didn't think my dog at all. It's good that you think
You really didn't.
It's good that you think your cat. Well, I was offering to get my dog bonus little treats and stuff. You offer to do that in the slightest.
Misty's fine.
Oh. I'm making a landfish.
That wasn't the instruction. You weren't meant to do that.
Kosi, is this okay, or do you want something else? Mushroom going out of a boot? I can do that.
You've become creative.
And then a little mushroom.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
No, I don't want that last dot.
Oh, now you're in trouble.
Do they have like a maw?
Mushrooms?
No, it's fish.
Yes.
I want
Final answer.
to give him more feelers. I really wanted to give him long legs, but I can't do that. I guess I can do this.
Are you gonna get in trouble if you do?
Perfect. Whatever works. Thumbs up, exploding mind emoji. That's what we like to hear. Giving him a unicorn's horn.
You like to explode people's minds? Pervert?
Bean freak. Gourd freak. No, not bean freak. What's the fucking guy? Chris Angel mind freak. Chris Angel mind freak. Perfect. Okay, that's a 2-for-1 drawing. Oh, did we guess numbers? He doesn't even have he doesn't even have a time on here yet. So I'm gonna say
I guess like 11 seconds.
I think that's too small. I'm gonna say 16 seconds. 18, 15.67. Yellowmouth, if it's exactly that, I'm gonna say that you cheated. But if you prove you didn't, you'll get 15,000 different drawings, or not. Maybe 2 drawings. How about that? Evil Nerevar 15, Scarlet Isopod 14, beautiful name. Chillblains 20, Eat Egg 28. Oh, did Eat Egg send something before? No. Equator 17, Train Sword Boyfriend 15. Eat Egg posted another weird oh no, it's a little possum that's blushing. I thought it was a spider with little legs that angled downwards, and I got scared.
Watch out. The spiders have been posted.
Drunken's Wizard 12, Infested Slime. What'd you say, James? 14, 12 seconds?
I said 11 seconds.
Okay. Yum 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 yum. He's like not even recording the time.
Jamie will win.
Why isn't he recording? Do I have to do it manually? Is he gonna fail? Is it a DNF? No finishing?
Jamie will win. Jamie wins.
Why didn't he record a time? Okay. Let's agree when he starts. Right now. This is 43. 3:43 was the time. 0 spill, a little bit of spillage, but that's fine. So I want to see one of them where he swallows the light cubes. You can. It's just in his belly in the next one. In the next chug, you can see it in his belly. 43 is where we started. 57 is where it ends. That is 14 seconds. Scarlet Isopod did say 14 seconds. Scarlet Isopod, what would you like to have drawn? Oh, we're at 10:20 already. Holy shit, Gatorade took 20 minutes out of us. I didn't even realize that. Yay! Gotcha. Yellow.
Yay!
Beep, 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 beep.
Warning! Yay!
Oh, I can do that last foot better.
Warning! Yay! Hey, can you warn me if there's a yay?
I'm not. There's no yay yet. I will. I think I'm just gonna say snake hands on this one. My snake's a little bit too scary. Fuck. Dude, drawing is so fucking hard. Why do they do that? Perfect. Is that good enough?
Yay!
Perfect. I think that's good. Well, let's give them... Cowboy buckle. That's too low. That's their crotch. Let's do that around their waist. Bim, 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 bim. Perfect. Their buckle. Their iconic buckle. Jamie, watch out. That is a yay.
Yay!
What was that, like a bubble wand but a staff? Badass. Yeah, I think it's a little bit too tall, but it's their yay. I'm gonna give it a little hat actually. Oh god, I don't know what a hat looks like. I kind of drew a little head crab.
You're in trouble.
Don't say that aloud. How about like
You're in trouble.
how about like a little circle in there? Circle on that thing. Okay. What is 7TV? Yeah. Oh, do you feel the? You said you posted. Do you feel the weight of your sins? But I don't see that thing. Okay, right. That's a yay. All right, that is the. Let's finish out this while I go over here.
That scared me.
Yay!
That's what it is. Oh man, this is so good. Man, I'm in the islands right now until I open that door. It's 90 degrees in here with a breeze.
Till I
Ooh.
open that
Like
door,
Hawaii,
the creatures
you know,
get me.
with the hula skirts and all that stuff. Oh man, this is it. Yo, I give this right here an 11 out of 10.
Oh, he likes
Alright?
the purple.
Don't let the icy blueness fool you.
Oh, he called
Right
it blue.
here is a trick.
I might have to cede ground to the liberals on this
Chugging
one.
the world.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. See, the water here is blue.
Badlands
If we
chugs.
had watched, if we had watched the rest of the like 2-minute video, if we had watched the rest of the 2-minute video, he would have called it blue. Oh my god. Are you looking for a comment that calls the drink purple?
No, shut
You're
up.
insane.
Shut up. I didn't go to the last comment yet. It might be here.
It's not gonna be there.
Sort by newest. Sort by purple.
I'm gonna throttle you.
Dude, the rain, the blue lightning, and it's wait, what is this guy saying? Dude, the rain, the blue lightning on top of a Badlands, the vibes are insane. Dude, the sky fell, the dark opened, and on top of it, Badlands chugs. The vibes here are insane. Keep rocking. Imagine if his neck suddenly started going blue. Thumbs up. That's it. How about yellow? Are there other colors they mention here? Nope. Red. Ooh. I can't see this. I can't see it because it's covered by the yay.
Did Sanity grow up with those beige children's toys? Yeah, he doesn't know what colors are now.
Werner Herzog as beige toys for sad beige children. Hashtag plushie maker. Hashtag plush. Hashtag plushie friends. Werner Herzog as beige toys for sad children. Hashtag plushie. What is this? What is going on?
I'm a big fan of the Werner Herzog.
Wait, listen. The new line of toys by Werner Herzog. Thank you for the sad beige feature at BuzzFeed.
Werner Herzog's home for imaginary toys.
Learned colors with my sad beige baby. Why is it so tiny?
This must be like a TikTok trend.
Learn colors with my sad idiot baby. Dude can run, bark, nod, and wag.
Okay, actually true.
Dude, Werner Herzog has beige toys for sad beige children. Sad beige choice for sad beige children and why I can't quit you. The whiteness of sad is sad beige a thing?
What is happening?
Oh my god, it auto completes to sad beige. It's just a woman and her family.
Is
What
this
is-
like an unironic aesthetic? No, this is everybody doing a bit.
What is that kid wearing on its head?
Sort of like a gnome outfit.
I don't like that a lot. Okay, well that's it. Let's look up white real quick. Perfect.
Oh, sorry. I think you accidentally looked up periwinkle, it would seem.
Oh, can you see yellow on this, or is my flux fucking it? I can't see that yellow at all. Oh, here, let's look up black also. Hello? Circle this.
Hello?
Help, circle this, please. I can't type here. It won't let me type periwinkle. What's happening? Why is it going forward? Why is it tiny? Let me search periwinkle. What is that? It's only on the player down there. I'm hitting J and I. Let me search periwinkle. New YouTube, please.
New YouTube!
Periwinkle, please. What? Poof from the parent poof from the Fairly Odd Parents. What do you mean Elsa could never?
The Tooth Fairy offered me a job.
That's pretty good. Oh, thank God. 1 hour periwinkle. That's a good tone setter, huh? That looks great.
It's really more of a lavender.
You guys are gonna hate me. This looks a lot like the images we've seen. Quick, really.
Learning colors with sanity.
Okay, this actually doesn't look that lot like it. Actually, that looks pretty blue. But look how close they could be.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Look at how close they could be. What does that mean?
Come in my world.
You
Come in
you
my
mean
world.
look at how close they aren't?
Come in my world with me. Look at okay, yeah. Look at this. Look at this. So that's pretty good. All right, folks. Thank you all for coming out. It's been a hoot and a half and a hoot nanny. It sucks. All caps. Oh, that's good. That's good to see that. It's been a hoot nanny and it's been a happy nanny. I hope you all enjoyed Halo 2. You guys remember we played Halo 2 tonight? It's good. Everyone now has their screens calibrated and we're ready for a big break. James 70, any comments, concerns, or things to plug for the week coming up?
I believe it's Dark Soul tomorrow, correct?
It is Dark Souls tomorrow.
It's Dark Souls tomorrow, and then nothing next Tuesday, and then nothing next Wednesday, and then nothing the Tuesday after that, if I recall from you what you said.
Yes, nothing next Tuesday for me. That will be Christmas Eve. I'll be at a whole big family outing. Next Wednesday is Christmas Day. I don't know if we are streaming on James 70's channel.
I'm gonna assume not, because it is Christmas Day.
Okay. Then the next Tuesday I will be out, as well as the following Wednesday. It's the 31st and 1st, so I'll be gone for New Year's with some friends. However, I will hopefully be making up some streams in the meantime. Like this Thursday I'll be streaming.
What the fuck?
A makeup stream for next Tuesday. I will have the VOD published next Tuesday as a premiere at 7 p.m. normal time. So you can either watch on Thursday or you can watch next Tuesday. I haven't asked if anyone else is free. I'm going to assume they're not because it's busy times. But I will be streaming Arctic Egg. Which
Arctic Egg?
is a little, I think, 2 or 3 hour long video game that I saw, and looks like a whole bunch of fun. It was nominated for one of the best games on Steam Deck awards. I know nothing about it, going in totally blind. I think it's also Happy Player, so I'll be happily playing that.
That sounds so beautiful. I would stop by and watch, but I do believe that is the exact day of my Christmas party I must attend. Well, not like a fun one, like a work one.
I actually went to a very fun work Christmas party, but only because they said that we had to spend all of the budget of the Christmas, of like the yearly recreational budget in one night, or else we couldn't have that much of a budget next year. So I basically was like in a steakhouse with alcohol, and they were like, "You need to spend so much money," and I was like,
God, that was the night you texted the group chat in all caps, "Help! I'm in a Reddit scenario. I have to spend $1,000 in one night."
One of the guys came up to me. It was like, the thing was like 6 to 10 p.m. and I showed up like 6:45, and the guy running it was clearly drunk and came over and was like, you gotta help me. You gotta spend a lot of money. And I'm like, what? He's like, we have to spend $1,000 tonight. And I was like, oh, okay. To the point where we ordered two. There was a steak that was on the thing. It was a Korean spiced ribeye with like onion straws and fries. That was like $40, and I was like, I'm not ordering that. Like, like regardless of when I go out with anything, I don't feel good ordering like the most expensive thing on the menu, period. And then he said that, and I was like, well, I guess we'll get one like for everyone to share as like a thing. We got like, there was like a table of like 10 people. We ended up getting like 14 of them. Because like we got 4 for the table to share. We got so many. And then by the end of the night, he went up to the counter and was like, "What's your most expensive shot?" And he just like got them poured, and he walked over to people and was like, "Do shots with me." And he was like giving people alcohol to do shots, like expensive shots. It was a great night though. It was a whole bunch of fun. I think we either hit the number or we didn't actually have to spend that much money, and he was just like trying to make people kind of like ease up. One of the best things I've had in my entire life though. But it was literally a Reddit hypothetical. If you had 2.5 hours to spend $1,000 or whatever it was on this thing, what would you do? And apparently the answer is order the most expensive shots you possibly could do. No, that's the thing. They weren't even like 100-year-old brandy. The shots were like $15 or $20 or something, which is a lot for a shot, but like is not a lot for a shot at a fancy steakhouse. And you didn't go for the Captain America shield? It wasn't a whole bunch for a shot at like a fancy steakhouse and stuff. Like I've been to I was at the Hosier concert, and I was like, I think I'll like an old fashioned or something, and it was like $17. Like that was just for one drink, the same amount of alcohol as a shot. The shots were good though. Anyways, that was my most recent holiday party. I'm going to one on Friday, and then this weekend I've got stuff with family. Then Christmas Eve, then Christmas. Then I'm leaving on the next week to go with friends for New Year's. So I will be gone. I'm going to also try to make a makeup stream for next. So the stream I'm going to stream on Thursday, is the makeup stream for the next Tuesday, the 24th. I'm also going to try to do a makeup stream sometime next week, between the 23rd and the 29th for December 31st, which I will not be here for. I also would like to do another recap of 2024 stream at some point, but I forgot to do that, and I've had a lot of things to do, so I won't be doing that probably before the end of the year, maybe not ever, but I might just post about it in my Discord. I've had a very wonderful year, also thanks to Jamie. But Jamie, tomorrow is Dark Souls 1, not 2.
Yay, Dark Souls 1, not 2, yay!
And then in 3 weeks, January 7th, come back here for more Dark Souls 2, and also the 14th the next week for more Dark Souls 2. That's it.
You mean Halo 2, yay!
Fuck! Dracula! I did mean Halo 2. Well, if that's it, let's smile until we can't do it anymore. Oh, good, Holly's streaming. Let's Holly's streaming Gary's mod, and the title is called The Fumbling Bumbler, which is pretty good. Let's go into that.
Let's go ahead and see what the Fumbling Bumbler's all about.
Let's see what that iconic Fumbling Bumbler's got cooking. Oops. Slash raid. Hollow Tones. The raid message is Periwinkle. That's a pretty good raid message. Alright, folks, get ready to get in my damn cannon. Get ready to go away in my cannon. To go tell HALO2SDAY we said Periwinkle, and tell them that Periwinkle sent ya. Jim, any final comments? Bye! And for the VOD watchers out there, have a sandwich whenever you want.